Go district. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, ball. And I bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Bleed, I ball. Cause I bleed. Hey, bleeding, I ball. Defeated the odds, didn't see him at all. JD in the pods, I needed it all. I bleeded a lie. You bleeded a lie, not bleeded a lie. And that's what I go do. Facts, let me show you. Happen to know dudes. Draft and they don't do bad and they don't lose. Make you wanna bleed. It's the Go District boys giving you the business and no gimmicks. The best ball drafts got me feeling like it's Christmas. Then it's Christmas all of a sudden and these riches came from nothing. And I got this all from loving a district. See, I just drafted, forget it. I laugh at the critics, they mad at the digits. I clap back by listening. See, BALLiN ain't a problem if you kick it with them off. And I refresh the feed till autumn. Then I bleed, go.
Hard not to bop your head to that one. Welcome to BALLiN, guys. We got a special edition, long weekend ahead, Thursday night. The beers are flowing. The guys are in the house. We got a couple of studs. We got Dan sipping his, what is that? Oh, I thought it was beer. That didn't look like beer. What is that?
Just water.
Just water. All right. Oh, Dan's serious tonight. Dan is serious tonight. He made a big statement with his first pick. So we got a $35 FFPC BestBall 1 QB. We got our boy Kevin Wheeler. Wheeler, welcome back, brother. Always a blast. Fellow OG, top ranker out there in the Fantasy Pros. And then we got our boy Hilo, right below me. How are you, Mark? Welcome back, brother.
What's up, boys? It's been a while. Thanks for having me.
We were saying I think the last time you were on was with Kevin, wasn't it?
It might have been, yeah.
Oh, I'll let you pick. I know you're on the clock there. I don't want to distract you.
Yeah, it might have been, to be honest.
We did the one with long. That's the way we'll put it.
Yeah. We did the standard yearly with Noah last year. I remember that one.
Oh,
yes.
Right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah, that's another game we have to get back together.
So we got off the board so far. We've got JT. Dan went Jefferson, Cup. Wheeler goes McCaffrey, and then Kelsey.
So is Jeff your 101 this year?
I wouldn't say he's my
wide receiver one, right?
But he's somebody I'm going to rotate in when I've got one of those first few picks, because I will not mind if I'm a little bit heavy on Jefferson. I want to be kind of even weight on Taylor, close to even weight on Taylor, McCaffrey, Cup, but. If I'm even weight on, if I'm a little less than even weight on those, I'm a little over even weight on Jefferson, I'll be fine with that. That's basically the way I look at it.
Yeah, because I thought I was going to have the debate between Kelsey and Jeff myself, but when you took them, I barely have any Christian McCaffrey, so I figured I'd jump on it.
Yeah.
He's healthy, I'm in another one of these.
You are up next.
35 slow, and I think I got Kelsey with the 107.
Now you are on the clock.
Oh, that's distracting.
I'll take that off. There you go.
So I haven't done a whole lot of FFPCs this year. Is Kelsey going later? Like, I was just surprised when I got him at 107. Like last year, I felt like he was going 102, 103, 104.
Yeah, he's kind of going all over the place.
Sorry, I got my dogs barking in the back. I want to try and mute for a minute.
Yeah, and of course my
JD's pick.
My mic stand decided it was going to take a crap. So I'm sitting here trying to fix the damn thing. All right, so JD.
Yeah, I'm contemplating between two guys here. Actually, I'm going to take this guy just because I don't think I have a share of this guy yet. Let's do it. Let's get funky. Let's get funky. Thursday night, long weekend. Let's do it. Kyle Pitts. So I went Najee Harris fell back to me in the 12 spot. And then Kyle Pitts, the third tight end off the board in the first pick of the second round.
I like that. I mean, Najee falling to you, I feel as though that's value.
I love that. Yep.
And I mean, Kyle Pitts, he's got to be in line for a ton of targets this year. There's just nobody else there.
Narrow route tree, right, Dan?
Yeah.
Dan's Dan's imprinted that in my brain. I see that now, and I'm like a fish. I see that worm on the hook. You know, get excited.
Larky Pitts is his entire queue.
All right, we got. Oh, what? Oh, I thought Mark had like a pink drink. It's a pink cozy.
Larky should have been getting Pitts in the first round if he's going to name his team Nice Pitts. I mean, you're going to advertise that. You know,
I agree.
Everybody else
I agree.
is going to snipe it.
Oh, now I feel even better about that pick.
Oh, yeah. Quality.
All right, so we got 3 tight ends off the board. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8 running backs off the board. Mixon and Swift just went off after Pitts. And we've got 4 receivers off the board. Pretty standard so far. Javante's crept into the back end of the first. I've seen him go like even to the middle. Those 4 receivers just shuffle around. Adams is usually more towards the back, I find. Diggs is pretty much there. I find Diggs is I was deciding between Diggs and Pitts. I find Diggs is a nice second round pick.
Yeah, I like Diggs there. Yeah, I think I presently have Diggs ahead of Devontae Adams in preliminary rankings. We can't really do rankings.
Sorry, Dan, did you already put Larky's comment?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, man.
No, I did not. I said it, but I didn't put it out on the screen.
Shout out to Josh Larky, man, crushing every draft he's in. He's joining us tonight.
Yep, and we have death dealers in the chat room and in the draft as well.
Nice.
And of course, Ron Meyer, 2-packer, taking notes for his Revelations draft.
Yeah,
where they're going to set ADP, 3 weeks from now.
I think I'm signed up for one of those. I think Andrew.
You are.
Yeah,
you're signed up for it.
Sounds familiar. I see it in my list of teams. I don't know much about it, but it should be fun. did I draft that for you last year, Dan?
You did, and I have a special guest drafter again this year because once again I'm not going to be able to make it.
Nice.
Yeah, I got daughter's graduation, so.
I love how Dan he's like, I'm signing up. I'll either auto draft it with my like super machine that I've got set up, or I'll get like some random $500,000 winner to draft it for me. One of these will hit.
Yep. Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Dalvin Cook this year?
I was gonna ask the same thing, man.
I'm all over him where he's going. Like middle of second, I'm all over him there. That offense is so concentrated, and now like with the coaching scheme change, it's just gonna be they're gonna up the pace. They're gonna be running plays. It's gonna be nice.
Why do I feel like he has like something hanging over his head? Is it an injury or a lawsuit or something?
Lawsuit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's why I just moved him in one of my FFPC dinos. I moved him and brought back James Conner. Got me some DJ Moore. Just a little worried about that.
Yeah, that's I have Kamara ranked way lower than most people. I don't think I have any Kamara yet this year.
Me neither. I don't either. I'm very age biased when it comes to running backs. Like I don't need to have them in my first 2-3 picks when the cliff falls, especially when there's so many other good options. I might throw in a Kamara here and there, but he's not someone I'm really focusing on. But again, look, he's got to have a narrow route to targets there with it's like him and MT basically, no?
There's just nobody else, and there's nobody really behind him in the running back room either. They're gonna just ride him until the wheels fall off, I think.
Dude, you got Henry and Kamara; those can easily be top 3, both of them.
Yeah, they could easily be outside the top 12 too. I'm just embracing that variance, man. Let's go.
Hey, I keep reminding. I want a It might have even been a 125 buy-in, but I won one of my best balls, and Henry was my first pick. So there's always a chance, man. It doesn't matter, even if you get injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah, per game output.
Yep, you can get around anything.
Yeah.
Any surprises so far yet, guys, that you see? Anything surprising you?
Nothing.
Connor's moved up, Dan?
Connor's moved up.
Yeah. This was the exact first 3 picks I wanted to get, so I'm feeling good about that.
I don't feel great about this pick. But...
Hey, let's go, Reach. No, I'm just kidding.
it could be. I mean, I've been getting a ton of Barkley there too. Like I just
if y'all let Barkley fall to me here, that's disgusting.
I just have so much of him. I got to get off of him. But I also could have gone with somebody else. I don't want to drop any names. I'm sure there's plenty of people listening.
Yeah, you gotta think so.
I can just feel all the people getting triggered by me starting 3 running backs right now. It's awesome.
Feel the hate. Feel the hate flow through you.
Yeah, I can't wait to read these comments.
Oh, I didn't realize you drafted Kamara. So yeah, I deserve the AG reach.
No, it wasn't. That wasn't it. I promise.
My bad.
All right. So Wheeler's got McCaffrey, Tyreek, and Antonio Gibson. Mark has Derrick Henry, Kamara, and Barkley. I have Justin Jefferson, Fournette, and Connor. And so far, JD has Najee Harris and Kyle Pitts, much to the dismay of one Josh Larky. So we'll see where Larky goes now that he has no Pitts on this one, no Waller. The anticipation is killing me.
Yeah, I'm coming up here. I got 2 picks. That's the only thing that sucks about being on the ends when you're trying to get some audio out, because you got to get 2 picks ready. And
all right, so Larky goes with George Kittle. So he's got Eckler, Diggs, and Kittle. And we have Death Dealers in the room. He's in the 3 hole. He's got Cooper Kupp, Nick Chubb, T. Higgins. Higgins is who I would have taken if I couldn't have grabbed Connor with my 302 pick. So I like that pick a lot. Dalton Schultz, man, that guy is creeping up draft boards. What do you guys think about Schultz in the 3rd? I mean, you could almost say it's almost Schultz in the 4th. I mean, if he'd let him wrap around, he might have made it. But that's awfully rich for me.
Yeah, it's a lot of speculation there. Like I expect a good season from him, but I don't expect. He could be tight end 6, but so could like 12 other guys.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like it's either like, especially in a best ball, like it's either like I want one of the top 3 tight ends, or I'm waiting until like tight end 12 plus and just taking 3 of them.
Yeah,
that's just what it is.
And the thing I have trouble with is just pushing Schultz up there, because like if you take a look at his skill set versus the others, he's definitely the outlier out of those first 6 tight ends. And that's just something I don't really want to make a bet on if I don't have to.
Yeah, he's definitely a tier. There's a tier drop after him, in my opinion.
Yep, for sure.
That was a real nice turn from Peanut Punch.
Yeah,
Waddle and Mike
Peanut
Evans.
Punch is a vet in these things.
Yeah, that's Aaron, and he is absolutely a fantastic drafter.
Real nice turn there.
Yep. He's a tough out for sure. And then, so JD, tell us about your picks.
Yeah, all those receivers I was looking at. I was going to double tap receiver. Looked at Waddle, Evans. I don't have a lot of correlation with the Chargers, especially with Herbert and Allen. So I just thought, I have the opportunity on the end. That's one thing I do like about the ends is you can kind of plan more of those stacks. You can double tap on positions when you need to. It's obviously you got to put a lot more to your thought process because you got to make those 2 picks. But I kind of like what I've done here. We talk about on the show, and even with the B-Bond, it's nice to have in those onesie spots, like with the quarterbacks and the tight ends, to kind of secure at least the first one. If not, you can even come back earlier if you want and save yourself a roster spot later on and for another position. But no, I mean, I'm good so far with Najee, Pitts, Keenan Allen, and Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I like that.
Yep.
I like that stack there.
Yeah, and Hiwo took DJ Moore. I was kind of hoping he might make it down to my end of the draft, but
no chance.
He's another guy that falls at value, I find sometimes.
I was hoping to get Metcalf there.
I looked at Metcalf.
No, I wouldn't have minded that either, but
yeah.
There's a lot of nice receivers in this round, man. That's why
what I'm saying.
Yeah, 3 and 4. There's a lot of nice receivers there.
Yeah. That's why, like, I'm not worried about starting 3 running backs because, like, you can get
10 seconds for there he goes.
That's another guy. That's another guy. Like, you can get like these 100 catch guys in round 4 and 5.
Thanks, Wheeler. You took my guy.
Oh, good. Because I'm sitting here like, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't disagree with Jason. Sorry to cover one of our guests there, but that's the one thing I hate about this thing is when you put up a comment, it covers the last guy. I don't disagree, and that's why I said I don't have a lot of Keenan Allen, period. Just because of the value. I don't mind waiting on Williams. You just get him at a better price. And it actually, if you look at last year's stack success rates, the wide receiver 1 and the QB 1 were not very strong. So to be honest, I don't really do a lot of it. If anything, I stack my tight ends with my QBs more, or I go with receiver 2s, or a catching running back is more the way I've been stacking this year. I'll throw in a couple wide receiver 1s, and yeah, you might be right. What do you guys think? Mike Williams, chances he outperforms Keenan Allen this year is what, like 40, 48%?
40.
50, 52%? What is it?
Yeah, it definitely could happen.
Hilo, you're a poker player, man. Give me a percentage there. What's the over under? You're on mute.
I think it depends on health, who scores more points this year between the two of them. And Keenan Allen, although he was, people used to question whether he was injury prone. I think over the past 2 years, he's established that he can play a solid amount, more games than Mike Williams.
Mm-hmm.
From what I mean, I could be wrong, but like Mike Williams, he had like 5 or 6 really hot games in the beginning last year, but I don't remember him.
Yeah,
I remember.
He kind of got dinged up, and then
he got injured.
Yeah, when he came back, he just wasn't.
He's a physical receiver, right? He's if he's hurt,
and he's had back problems too. So
right. That's why
a bit concerning.
He fell in the draft. Oh no, he didn't fall in the draft. People were questioning the pick when he was taken because of his back issues.
Yeah, he went 7th overall, didn't he?
Right. Yeah. Yep.
All right. So I went with Pittman and then TJ Hawkinson. Coming down the bench.
Next to my queue.
Yeah. I actually have Hawkinson above Schultz. Personally.
Yeah.
And I didn't mind where I got him there, catching him in the 5th round. Death Dealers has put in 4 wide receivers and Nick Chubb. He's got Cooper Kupp, T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, Terry McLaurin, and Nick Chubb.
No, man, that's pretty sweet. That's how I like building, man. I like being heavy receiver early.
And sorry for those of you who are not watching the YouTube, that was out of order. It was Cooper
Kupp,
Kupp,
you should be watching, by the way.
Yes. T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, Terry McLaurin. All right. Wheeler just made his 5th pick on Amari Cooper. So we have Wheeler with McCaffrey, Tyreek, Antonio Gibson, Deontay Johnson, and Amari Cooper.
I think I might have gotten too fancy there. I like Cooper a lot this year.
You can never be too fancy, bro. This is the FFPC. Come on.
And Death Dealers did not like my pick of Hawkinson.
Yeah, I didn't like their pick of
Either that or he's trying to hex Hawkinson. I'm not sure which. I think he was not liking my pick. All right, so Mark is up here
Yeah.
Tough decision coming up.
It's so crazy
Yeah.
how Schultz has surpassed Hawkinson though. Like,
It really
I know
is.
that's not often, but I do find Hawk is falling. In the draft that I'm in, he just went at 5.52. But I'm pretty sure, Dan, he was going a lot earlier. No, in the earlier drafts.
Hawkinson.
Yeah.
He's actually kind of dropped down a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Mark goes with Michael Thomas. So he's getting a little bit of a New Orleans stack going here with he's got Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara, Saquon, DJ Moore, and Michael Thomas.
That's some
All
good
right.
water you got there, Dan.
Yeah, I guess. And Flashers is already doubled up on quarterback.
Yeah, my decision was between L. Jackson Thomas there.
Right.
And he went right after him.
Yeah, I like the Thomas pick, but I debated Lamar's myself.
Yeah, the problem with the Thomas pick is I'm just broadcasting what my quarterback game plan here is. Like,
Right.
like, what? I'm not doing anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah. By the time we get to that point of the draft, everybody will have forgotten all about it.
Right.
Yeah, drink more beer, dude.
That's the key. All right. And
JD's
so
coming up. So
I just totally.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So Larky has Austin Eckler, Stephon Diggs, George Kittle, Cam Akers, and Mike Williams. And Aaron
I think
has
he took Mike Williams just to make a point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah. Stream
It's
snipe.
all right. It's all right.
Yep.
I'm like water, baby. I'm like water.
It is a homer pick for him too, though.
Yeah, true. All right. And then Aaron took he's got Mark Andrews, Mixon, Waddle, Evans, and then J.K. Dobbins. And Dobbins at RB24. That's not bad at all.
Yeah.
He's another guy who's been kind of slipping. I think everybody got a little nervous about Melvin Gordon.
And I've been scooping him up as he's been slipping. I feel like the underdog right now, they got the super flex, so everything's a little bit distorted with that. I feel as though he slips a little bit further, but I guess everybody does.
Right. And Larky claims there's nothing personal going on with the fact that he's from San Diego and taking Chargers. The Eckler-Williams correlation. Yep. So.
There you go. Yeah, there's always some sort of correlation with him.
Yeah, I messed up there. All right, we'll go a different way.
All right. And then JD has taken Amon-Ra St. Brown. And let's see who he follows up with. There's a lot of players I really like the value on here, which is one place where I think the back end of the draft kind of catches up a little bit to the first end of the draft is coming around this turn.
A little youth in that backfield.
Here you go. All right, so JD has Najee Harris, Kyle Pitts, Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert for the hookup, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Kenneth Walker the third.
Yeah, that was a rough turn.
Yep. All right, Aaron came back with Kyler Murray. Uncorrelated with anyone so far, but that's fine. Then Cortland Sutton is gone. Elijah Moore going to Larky. That's not a huge surprise.
Where are you guys on the Denver receivers? Do you have a preference between the two? Do you like them where they're going?
Preference is Sutton.
Yeah, same. We haven't seen Judy do it yet, so I'll take Sutton.
Slight preference to Sutton, but now that
Juju, Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah, that is a little bit early for him.
That's all right.
He's been going in the 6th round lately, it seems like, in these things. So
Yeah, I've seen him go. Actually, he went pretty high in mine as well.
yep.
Since he signed with Kansas City, he has moved up considerably.
Yeah, he just went in the 5th round in my number 2 early.
Juju before Allen Robinson is kind of crazy to me.
I think so too.
Yeah.
And so Mark is he's after his 3 running back start, he's gone with 3 receivers. Okay. Wheeler took Judy, so
yeah,
we have the Denver duo off.
Yeah, I like Wheeler's roster. McCaffrey, Hill, Gibson, Deontay, Amari, Jerry Jeudy.
Now we're gonna see if Death Dealers can return the favor to me and manage to take the guy off the top of my queue. Once again, the anticipation is killing me.
Yeah, nobody speak. Don't jinx it.
Right?
There it is.
All right.
That ain't it.
That was somebody in my queue, but it wasn't who I was going
that's
for.
a Dan guy right there for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, got us a little Brady action late in the 6th. I'll take that.
I think I'm just gonna fill out the roster with undervalued wide receivers and call it a day. Like, just completely forego tight end.
There you go.
Make a statement.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
so
not quite
Devonta
sure
Smith
where I'm
went.
going to get tight end.
Yeah, there's some names and some guys, you know.
Yeah.
There's one guy I'm highly interested to see where he goes at tight end here. I don't know if I'll nab him or not yet. It's very polarizing.
Okay.
Yeah, there's. I think that all the tight ends coming up can be quite polarizing.
Yeah. Oh, Lord have mercy. This next guy, if he makes it 4 picks. Nope, that was him. God damn it. Shit.
I couldn't resist having Jefferson and
yeah, I know. I was like, if after my speech on the Vikings, I was like, there's no way.
Well,
you're up there in Minnesota.
Yes, exactly.
my last 2 picks.
You're not sneaking Vikings by me at all.
Yeah, there's no way he'll last till 7-6, but if he does.
It's tough in here, man. My last 2 picks, my whole queue got like completely swiped out. Right when it got to me, I was like, fuck, I gotta find new guys.
I wanted AJ Dillon.
Yeah, he was on my short list too. And there's one other player that was on my short list. We'll see if Mark nabs him here or not.
There's a couple of guys that I really want right here, but I think I'll just keep going undervalued.
That's the guy.
Yes, sir.
Ooh.
It was between him and Thielen for me.
Yeah, I like
they were both on. I was like, I know it's probably going to be Cooks that falls to me. But
Cooks might fall, but that's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Brandon Cooks a lot. In the underdogs where it's the super flex, you can scoop him up in the 9th, 10th. Actually, I've been trying to get him in Mills. I've been stacking them in like the 8th and 9th in super flex.
That's baller. I like that a lot.
Yep. All right, and 5 Squids is paying attention to the. Let's see, 5 Squids 414. Yeah, the guy in the number 5 hole. He is paying attention to the YouTube as well. So.
Yeah, that is early for Cordarrelle. 6th round Patterson. That's way too rich for my blood.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on what happens. If Atlanta doesn't take a running back, then that's probably not that bad of a pick. I think he'll do all right.
I suppose. I feel like last year when he was hot in the beginning of the season, it was because he was catching a lot of passes out of the backfield. I feel like the last 8 games, he saw a lot fewer receptions and started to really wear down. So yeah, I suppose for 8 games, he'll be perfect for filling in.
Well, hopefully they self scout on that and fix that. And then also he did have a high ankle sprain, which maybe that affected his route running more or something. I don't know. Maybe it was just easier for him to run out of the backfield.
That's true too. I did forget about the injury. And if you think Atlanta's self-scouting, you ain't been watching.
Well, Arthur Smith. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for now. We'll see what happens this year. All right, and then JD takes Hunter Renfrow to finish off the 7th round. That's a guy I know that he and I have been on quite a bit. So,
sorry, I was muted again.
Oh,
dude, Aaron with the 7-11 Tyler Lockett, his team is coming together real nice.
Yeah, I mean, Lockett in the 7th round is a gift, and a lot of times you'll find him lasting until even the 9th round in these things.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy.
All right. Double tap on receiver there with Renfrew and Marquise Brown.
I like Marquise Brown a lot.
Good value.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been fading Renfro, and I think that's a mistake now. Like Renfro's going to still see all that slot work, and it's going to open up with Adams on the outside. Like, yeah, you got Waller, and really Renfro really exploded when Waller was out. But I don't know, that offense could really fire on all cylinders now. Like
Dan and I think so.
Yep.
We just rocked a stack in the never too early with Carr, Adams, Renfro, Waller.
Yep, absolutely.
Wow. All 4 of them. That's
a little shake and bake.
I like that. Yeah.
I think there's only 2 other ones with that. Tournament's almost over, right, Dan? I can say that.
Yeah. It's
not easy to do. So you guys know. Try to get a 3-4 stack.
Yeah, you really almost got to reach on one or the other.
Yeah.
Not a huge reach, but
yeah, man, this is that dead zone right here.
Yeah, it's tough here, man.
Yeah, it's really tough.
It's really flat. You can go so many ways, so many positions. But this is where it gets interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
I find myself scrolling way down, and I'm like, wait a second.
I know. Like, check yourself.
I know, and then you're like, oh, wow, look at these guys down here.
Yeah, but you're like, oh, what round is it? Oh, wait, hold on. Why are they both down here?
Just kind of goes out the window right now.
Right. Yeah. I think from this point forward, it's just kind of grab your guy.
Yeah.
So we got a couple teams grab their QB2s. Nice Pits and Rednecks. They start with Jalen Hurts and Stafford, and then came back and grabbed Carr and Lance.
Yeah, and then we had a couple double stackers before that. We had Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. That was the early one by Flashers. And Running Roosters took Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers.
Fuck it.
Yes. I didn't even see that. Yeah.
I'm well aware one guy Dan is going to take it this turn. But I'm also not going to block him from doing it.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I think he'll go 8-11 right here.
Maybe.
High low it takes.
He's still got to make it past a couple people.
Torn between 2 guys.
Just think which one would Dan take?
No, I don't. Yeah, and that's one thing I try not to do is who would he take? Who would like?
I don't either.
Sometimes I'm like, will he make it back around? But
I like what Abib said last night on the show. And guys, if you haven't, by the way, we haven't even you got to smash the like, guys. Just support the show, support the channel. We're trying to bring you all this goodness during the off season. Last night we had
that was one of the guys in my queue. So
Chase Edmonds,
that was a nice pick.
That Dan guy. But guys, go check it out back to back. Football Guys champion, 750 grand. Abib has won on the FFPC. He was on our last show. Go check it out. Tons of talks about best ball redraft, some dynasty rookies.
Yep. And there it is. Death Dealer's returning the favor.
Oh,
no.
Oh, that is the guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I was prepared for that. I figured there was going to be a good chance that would happen.
The thing Abib said last night I thought was interesting with looking at your opponents in the same draft room is he's more looking at them to learn, like to see if there's any builds he hasn't thought of or guys, combinations he hasn't thought of, builds, and then he's kind of going back, and which I thought was interesting. I hadn't heard that on the show yet.
That's why he is who he is.
Yeah. Does he do that during the draft? Because I can do that after the draft.
Yeah, I know, eh?
During the draft, it's like
I can barely make my picks.
right. I'll get looking at the board and looking at teams like, ooh, that's interesting, and be like, oh wait, I got 40 seconds on the clock.
As my wife says, we're not good multitaskers, men.
No. And the only arguments come when they expect us to be multitaskers. One thing at a time, sweetheart. One thing at a time. Well,
Wheeler, I thought you were pretty good at multitasking.
yeah, once in a while. Yeah.
Where's my? I don't have my soundboard up. That's a great one right there, Dan. I hope the Goat Leagues chat was listening to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an inside Go Leagues.
That was fantastic.
Definitely.
That was classic, Dan. I love it.
As soon as I said it, I'm like, Dan's gonna call me out.
See, Dan's multitasking because that wouldn't even cross. I'm too busy. Like, oh man.
Andy's on deck. Look at that, man.
I know, right?
That's what comes in retirement. When you retire, you get time to focus on that.
Retirement experience.
Focus.
He would have been thinking about the restaurant right now had he not been.
Right.
For sure. Yeah, I think it's time for that guy.
Don't do it.
I mean, it ain't my pick, and
I know. I didn't even know. Who
Dan's likely to take him. Oh.
I don't know.
I mean, I know who Theo's pick would be.
I think it's time to make the move.
Good risk reward right there.
That was one of the three I have sitting there.
Oh well, crap. Maybe I did mean don't do it.
Oh.
So we got Deshaun. I took for those of us who are listening but not watching the YouTube channel. Definitely.
Okay.
This is going to go much better if you just switch off the podcast and then go look us up on YouTube and watch it there. But I came around with Rashad Penny at the back of the 8th and then Deshaun Watson at the 902. So I've stacked Brady and Watson, and I feel pretty good about with Brady. He's pretty. He doesn't get injured very much, so whatever Watson's suspension is, I can probably live through it.
All right, let's go.
There's one other guy I've been eyeing up, and I feel like he's sliding, but I took Edmonds over him just because I see pretty good things for Edmonds in that Miami backfield. And then Ertz, he was only with Arizona for 12 games, but he per game targets, he led the team. Ertz should. Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah, I loved Ertz there. He was definitely on my radar.
Yeah, he's another one of those kind of polarizing guys because the whole time he was in Arizona, it was basically without D-Hop.
Right.
So,
yeah, that's true too.
Yep. And then
now he's without Kirk.
Gronk, that's going to be a great pick if he comes back, and I think he will.
Yeah, that's nice in the 9th round. Albert O is the guy who I was talking about being so polarizing. Where was he going to go?
I thought you were talking about Knox being polarizing, especially
Him
since
too. Him
O.J.
too.
Howard.
Yeah, this whole tier of tight end.
Right.
Yeah, it's super. It's like filled with just these wide range of outcomes, high variance plays where it's, like, and they could go like as early as like start going in the 7th round, or they could start going in like this tier in the 11th. Just depends on your draft room, really.
Yeah, you can really see that tier break there too. Right after Goder, it's 2.5 full rounds before you see any movement at the tight end position, and then you see the run. Like, what did I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, I guess Knox
And
off.
we've cracked the seal on the rookie wide receivers with
I'm going to double tap.
JD.
I'm double tapping rookie wide receiver there. I took Wilson in London.
There you go.
Is that how you have him in Dynasty?
I have him as the top 2 receivers, so I just figure I'll grab both.
Makes sense.
Yep.
I'm just getting ready for our rookie drafts.
Yeah, I don't have any real solid dynasty rankings yet till the NFL draft tells me a little more information. Otherwise, I'm just trying not to, get my mind set in a particular channel. I want to be able to take all that new information and then just put it all together once.
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, with Dynasty, like half the formula is, what round they're taking in, where they land,
Draft capital.
where draft capital is. Yeah, that's half the equation.
Like, we're missing something here.
What are we missing?
We have not taken a look at Larky's team very quickly, or very lately, but we have Trey Lance and Brandon Ayuk. Nice double stack there.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
he is Kittle too.
Ayuk I feel is good value. I thought of him when I took Brown even. Fine. And Alberto is always good value in these drafts.
Yep.
I like that Deshaun Watson pick for you there, Dan, too. Like, I had Cooper and I was going to stack him with Watson.
Dan's like, I know.
Kareem Hunt is the guy I was talking about that was going pretty late. I was thinking of taking him where I took Chase Edmonds. Like, all right, I know Cleveland's a crowded backfield, but Hunt always puts up points when he plays, and he could end up, well, I guess they've been trying to deal him, but I feel as though Kareem Hunt's being undervalued.
Well, you got to think the first whatever amount of games, if he's suspended at all, Watson, they're going to run the ball a bit more. You got to think, or at least, play short game out of the backfield.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And, and Hunt too has definitely got a very tradable contract. I mean, the situation in Cleveland, they've got 3 guys. They could probably get by with 2 guys and then just backfill behind with an undrafted free agent or something like that. So they could really, any of the 3 guys could be traded. I don't think they're going to trade Chubb, but I think Hunt is probably the most tradable, and Dearness Johnson after that.
Yeah, Hunt is actually, I think he's cuttable.
Yeah.
Like his contract is.
They could.
I wouldn't make sense to me, but.
Yeah, he doesn't have. They would save a little bit of money. Ooh, Sanders. That's a nice snag there.
Yeah, I figured it was time.
Yeah, I was eyeing him there. He's falling at a really good value.
Yeah, and I feel he's going this late often. Like
he's going behind number 2s when you think about it, behind Stevenson and Hunt, right?
Right. Which, I mean, I hesitated. It took me 50 seconds to pull the trigger on him.
It's not sexy. It's not comfortable. But, like they say in investing, when it's the most uncomfortable, those are the best investments.
Right.
I haven't found that to be true.
I always find if you're not uncomfortable doing something, you're doing it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I can.
All right.
Oh, Russell Gage, nice.
Yeah, I figured I'd stack him with Brady.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's a good nab. Good
Yeah, I
nab.
like that.
although there are some other wide receiver values here too.
I think I prefer the
Yeah.
ends when I'm doing a slow draft, and I prefer the middle when I'm doing a live draft.
Damn it! I thought too.
Larky is a fan of my stacks, so
Nice.
we have to give Larky some screen time here since he's complimenting me. All right, so
I thought Tua would come back to me.
and this is a guy I didn't know if would make it around the corner or not, but I'll take him.
Oh, Randale.
Yeah,
Little Rondo.
he was there.
Got to like the value there anyway. I mean, you often see him going like the, 9th, 10th round. So,
Oh man, I think I'm gonna have a decision here, boys.
mm,
5 squids with his profile pic is just classic.
I know. I keep like what? What's
Is
going on
he?
with that?
There's one guy where every time I get into the draft room, he's got like some girl in a bikini as his profile pic, and I'm like, this reminds me of
I
like,
had not even noticed.
no,
I'm,
yeah,
I'm too
Dan,
busy watching everything else.
Yeah, don't lie to us. Come on
Yeah.
now.
Okay, I may have noticed a little.
We're gonna have to do a recap after because I have not been following.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean? Like it's so.
I get all
Yeah, it's not like you can put a bunch of guys in your queues and they end up, still
right. They all gone.
They just get taken out, swiped out.
Yeah.
every time.
Bateman was who I had next to my queue. Wheeler.
You bastard.
Yeah, he was the only one left, and I just wanted to make sure there wasn't something else I was missing. But like, yeah,
I
definitely
don't
had Gage, I had Tua, I had Lawrence, Claypool, Rondell,
Oh Lord, this is the decision, boys.
and that was
This is a decision. I
This
know
is
who
the
one of the
decision.
players is for sure, and I got a
This
pretty good
is
idea who the other one is.
The decision.
ooh.
Mm,
Mm.
mm.
Oh,
All right, I think I gotta go this way. I gotta risk it, no biscuit.
Now I'm like dying to see who this is gonna be.
All right, let's
yeah,
go.
no.
There it is. There it is. No offense.
Yeah, yeah.
Man.
I gotta
Like-
go take a potty break. I'll be right back.
All right.
Sounds good.
Scared the piss right out of him.
Yeah.
All right.
So Irv Smith went right before Fant. Like,
It's defensible, I guess, but I mean, Smith, again, it's going to be a concentrated offense. So it kind of depends on what you think of Smith. But I think Fant is by far the more talented player.
right. And then my question was, were you going to take him with that, Minnesota stack you have?
I thought about it, but I don't know.
Oh,
There's
you
some
don't
tight
have
ends.
Kirk either, so
Yeah. I don't want to overdo the stack too much.
right. I gotcha.
But he was definitely somebody I was considering there. All right, so let's see. We gotta check in on.
Larky just took
Larky.
Ronald Jones.
Mhm.
I still hesitate on him. I guess it is appropriate time to take him though.
Yeah, it really is.
This will
And
be
then
quick.
Aaron just took Daniel Jones. That's a quarterback I like late. I think he's got some real upside. His scheme last year was just terrible, and so many injured players and everything else. I mean, last year was just a lost year, and you've got Brian Dable there, who definitely knows how to now, build an offense around the players that he has. So I like that there a lot. I think that's a good pick. And then we have Hunter Henry and Mac Jones. So JD doing a little double stacking himself, or a little stacking himself.
Always
with,
be stacking, boys.
Yep,
That is
always be
really good
stacking.
stack there. That's good timing. I'm gonna have to use that
I
one.
was hoping they would both follow me.
Yep, and there goes Aaron with Kenny Galladay to follow up with Daniel Jones. That's a perfect pick right there, just perfect.
Like, think about that. You're getting that stack in the
Yeah.
early double digits. That's sweet.
Yeah, yeah,
Really like that MVS pick right there, 12th round.
yeah. That's a nice spot for that too.
That is nice.
It's Larky.
What do you guys think about Logan Thomas coming back? He helped a lot of us a couple of years ago, especially us with I won a couple of championships just because he came in and filled in for Kittle really nicely. How do you guys feel about him coming? He didn't show us that much last year when he came back. What do you guys think about him for 2022?
Yeah, I like him.
So nice, Iowa. That worked out for you.
That worked out, man. I had to risk it.
Yes, and with Jones and Jones
Thomas
going.
Oh, and Kamara, nice. I like that.
Yeah. So he's got
Winston.
He was able to put Winston with him.
Yeah,
it's a nice deal.
Tennessee primary and New Orleans primary. Oh, I guess I got Brandon or Robert Woods instead of AJ. But yeah, I like the Tennessee and the New Orleans stacks.
Yeah, James. I've been grabbing up Jameson a lot, stacking him with Michael Thomas.
Those two teams in particular are just cheap to stack.
I was gonna say he's kind of like
really
that last resort QB2, right?
Yeah.
Winston.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Larky going with the AFC West dual correlation. Any thoughts on this being the best division of all time? Shootouts incoming: Eckler, Williams, Rojo, and MVS.
Yeah, I like that Rojo MVS. That's sneaky.
Yeah, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
MVS was a great pick in the 12th. He was on my queue too, but I had to go tight end quarterback there.
I don't like my
both. Zach Wilson.
Yeah, I need a second quarterback.
There's
not much else I can really say. Like
that's how you feel when you draft Zach Wilson.
And
I needed a QB2.
Death Dealer's making a big pick here.
For where he's
going, my guy.
Zach Wilson is a great value in my opinion.
That's what I'm thinking. Like Konami Code wants to, they want to unleash him. Hell, they're looking for another wide receiver. Like
the amount of times I played Zach Wilson in DFS last year, I kind of have to go double down on him this year in best ball.
All right, feeling better about that pick.
All right, and I took Evan Ingram. That's a tight end I really like, just because Trevor Lawrence was doing a great job looking at the tight end. We know that the Doug Peterson offense often features a tight end, and he's got a lot of similarities with Dallas Goedert as far as being a downfield weapon. So and I think if Ingram is used right instead of being used close to the line like stupid Jason Garrett kept trying to use him, I think he's going to be a much better player this year.
Yeah, he needs to be in space.
Yes,
and he needs to catch the bleeping football.
Well, yeah, that would also be handy. I'm not going to lie about that.
Maybe a change of scenery, honestly, is the best thing for him.
It probably is.
Yeah. Just get a new set of, molding hands on him, see what happens.
Yep.
But, I mean, the athletic profile in the 13th round? It's hard to beat that. 12th round, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And speaking of athletic profile, in the number one hole, the first pick of the 11th round, the last pick of the 12th round, Chase Claypool and DJ Chark. That's a pair of athletes there too. I like that Chark pick.
I like the Claypool pick.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Like he's going deep.
Yeah,
wide receiver 48. That's value.
Yeah.
Chark, I'm not so sure about. He's hot and cold. I see the appeal, but I've been staying away. I don't like Detroit. I have no idea if Goff can even throw that far.
All right, I'm going to make the bet against Cam Akers pick here.
That's a Super Bowl quarterback you're talking about, son.
Oh, yeah?
Meaning they won the Super Bowl after he left. No,
yeah. How far did they get when he was there?
Super Bowl.
Did they went to the Super Bowl, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, whenever anybody was like, "Oh, Super Bowl quarterback," I'm just like, Joe Flacco won a Super Bowl. Come on.
I mean, that's valid.
I live in Baltimore, so that's why I always go to Joe Flacco. There have been plenty of bad quarterbacks that won the Super Bowl, but
Who is the guy in Carolina before pre Cam Newton?
oh yeah,
it's on the tip of my tongue, man.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Wow.
Austin Hooper,
Jake
Plummer? No, not Plummer.
Jake Delhomme? No.
Delhomme.
Is it Delhomme?
I think it's Delhomme.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be right.
All right, I'm torn here. One guy I've been scooping up lately because I think good things, but then another guy I don't have any of. But
Justin Tucker.
No, apparently he scores pretty high in JJ Zacharyason's breakout model.
I know who you're going for then.
God bless America, dude. Come on now. That was my pick, dude.
Well, there's another tight end there that I've been like, as soon as he picked, I'll start blabbing about him. But
I needed that one, man. Damn it. I was hoping I could go Fant, Jameis, and then Tanyan there. That would have been dirty. Nice pick, sir. Nice pick. All right, I'm gonna go upside here then. Let's go.
Yep, there it is.
Gotta go upside down.
That's been sitting in my queue for a while.
That's JD's boy.
Yeah, I mean it could have been Tanyan, but yeah, that's Wheeler's fault.
Yeah, all my fault. I'll take the plan. No problem.
This draft, man. It's good stuff.
This
oh, defense?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. That's when you know shit's starting to get spicy.
Somebody breaking the seal.
First defense off the board.
Like I understand the kickers, but no, the defense this early always baffles me.
I'll almost always just side with variance on those two positions and just wait.
The only reason I can see kicker a little bit earlier is just because, like, I might know 15 to 20 kickers. It's like,
yeah,
there's, yeah,
and then there's the ones that are almost certain to have a job, and the ones that
right,
you think might have a job, but you're not really sure about it.
Yeah, I just remember like last year just going like balls to the wall and Liram Hajrullahu, and then he got beat out in camp. He was
that's
like,
right.
He was deking like 62 yarders in camp. I was just like, this dude is the freaking business. And then
I remember you being on him, and I would just retweet every time you brought him up. Like, just like, oh, that's gold. Yeah, I'm with
dude.
you.
Larky's not a fan of my my Henderson pick, but honestly, I like Larky's Akers pick at where he got him better than I like my Henderson pick. So there is that. And then looks like he also wanted Rashad.
Larky just wants to start another Akers Henderson debate.
Right.
Muzio's not here tonight, Larky. Hayden Hurst was the other tight end I was talking about. I had on.
It's another value. Yep.
All right, coming down the stretch in round 14, almost halfway done with the draft.
Early no for kickers. Round 13 starting 3 of them.
13's a little early.
A little bit, but I mean, a lot of times it does start that early. So
it's all Dan's fault. He got everybody starting to draft kickers early.
Usually I think about him more around the
14th, no?
14th, yeah.
You're right. Now everybody wants to beat you now.
Yeah, exactly. That's totally what it is.
I'm totally blaming it on you.
No, that's not a blame.
I'll take the blame. That's fine.
You're reaching early, man.
I'll be a responsible guy.
No.
Yeah, this is the grinder right here, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go positive touchdown regression.
Yeah, I like that pick. I mean, he's still their wide receiver 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like all my wide receivers are just undervalued, like kick to the curb guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You snuck that Gallup pick in there. I didn't even see that one.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a guy you don't hear about these days, eh? Even though Cooper left town.
Give me some nom-noms on that one.
Mm-hmm. Wheeler joins the kicker party with a little Tyler Bass.
Yeah. It's 14th round.
Yep.
And taught me to start in the 14th round.
Same.
Yep.
Same. That's why I was like, why is everybody starting so early, man?
And really, when you think about it,
as long as you folks are going to draft kickers, I'm going to draft a folk kicker.
Nah.
Why would you guys take him when Liram Hadjilahu was available in the last round?
Yes.
It's hard to even say his name. Even that's how good he is.
Yeah, you know he's going to be good at some point, just because his name is completely.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep lead turning it, and it's gonna happen eventually.
That's what happened with CPAT.
Yeah.
Took a dozen years, but finally he broke out.
But did we hit it, baby?
Gold. I honestly think like I held on to CPAT in one of my dynasty leagues for years and like feel like I dropped him like a week before he got the starting role or something like that. Like a week before, he started going. I did have him a couple still though. It was fun.
All right, I got my double tap on kickers. So worst
You can
case
take my next
scenario, I'm in good shape on kicker.
You know I'm taking Lear last pick. I don't even care.
I actually wanted that kicker.
McManus or Sanders?
Sanders. I'm like, I know his name.
Do you guys correlate your kicker with anything?
The moon cycle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, that's how I
feel like
that's genius.
I
mean,
feel like
unless it's on
always
a really
nice
high, unless it's on a really high-powered offense, I actually try not to correlate my kicker and my quarterback together.
Why?
Just because if they're scoring a lot of touchdowns and it's just extra points, not field goals. If they're scoring a lot of field goals, then they're not getting the touchdowns.
So they're up to a certain point, right? I want to do a study on this actually, and because obviously kickers on high-powered offenses that are in the red zone are going to score more points than kickers on teams that are struggling to move the ball. But it's like this. It's not a linear correlation. It's like you can have a team that's like just absolutely atrocious in the red zone and their kicker's just going bonkers, hitting 30, 40 yarders.
Right.
But then like on the other side, it's like, how many times are they going to get to the red zone? So it's that weird balance. And I kind of want to like do like a numbers study on it. I haven't seen it done yet.
And you know who's been on the wrong side of that balance a lot is Harrison Butker. That guy has not gotten that many field goal opportunities. I mean, I'm amazed he's still going usually second, third kicker.
Well, he gets 9 extra points a game.
Yeah, that's you look at his points scored over the last few years. It has not been that good. The first year he was fantastic, and then the second year everybody was all over him, and then he wasn't as good, and the third year was not even as good as that. So it's been just kind of
Nice pick, Larky there.
Yeah, Larky.
Yeah, and I like that Landry pick too.
Yeah, it was Jarvis or Tim Patrick for me there.
Yep, I had both of those guys in my queue. So
yeah, I like Tim Patrick a lot. Larky needs to do a correlation study on the kickers with stacking.
Yeah,
he probably already has.
I haven't seen it done. That's why one of my off-season ideas was to do that, but I probably just gave it away. Somebody do that.
You better.
Years ago, when RotoDoc was still with RotoViz, he was all set to do a big study on kickers, and then he all of a sudden discovered NASCAR and completely forgot about football. And Larky has done no kicker studies, so doesn't
He's
just
too busy drafting.
That's
If I could read between the lines on that, it doesn't sound like he's planning on doing one either.
yeah. All right. I'm gonna corner that market now.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm all about it, man.
Front run him.
I tell you, people hate kickers in their leagues because they just don't want to mess with it, and it's like, it actually gives anybody who's willing to put a little bit of effort into it. It gives you an edge.
There are literally people like Denny Carter and what's her name? She was on the show 4 for 4. They've literally made their name by
she was on
Jen
our show.
Eakins. Jen Eakins.
I kept getting her last name wrong. Yes, Jen.
Like they've literally cut their teeth on doing kicker analysis. Like, so yeah, it's an open market there.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Short saying, why can't FFPC switch to team kickers?
I mean, I would like that too.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, team
Why do I
kicker
need
would be
to-
fine with
Why
me.
do I need to know in the middle of April, like who's on contract or not?
The NFFC, they do team kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
I think RT Sports does too.
And the nice thing about that is it stops the massive kicker run from happening because people are more willing to just sort of grab a kicker here and there.
I just let it happen. Just sit back and let it happen.
Yep.
I think I'm the only one without a kicker right now. That's great. I love it.
Yeah. I can identify about 24 kickers I feel real good about. So doing the math, you can probably still get one here.
Yeah, I should be okay. Another decision here, man.
And I've seen studies that say you should get 3 kickers, but like if you don't know the names of the kickers, like
that doesn't work then.
Right, it kind of defeats the purpose.
Yep, I don't mind having 3 kickers at all, but I'm not pushing it either. So, and this would be a draft where I'd be really pushing it to take another kicker next. So.
Keep getting put in the blender here with these situations, man.
Mm-hmm. And you're sitting right in the middle of the board, so you'd think it wouldn't happen, but
I know.
Actually, it has kind of.
Yeah,
You're also kind of pushing a few things on yourself, Mark.
Yeah, I know. I kind of had to do that.
But but I mean, I think it was a worthwhile gamble to try to grab Landry there. So
yeah, there's a couple other wide receivers here that are pretty surreal value too, that are still on the board. That gamble factor. Hey.
Hey.
I don't know what.
All right, 16th round. So we're going 28 deep tonight, boys.
Oh Lord.
Lord have mercy. We got 12 more to go. Get your construction hats on.
Yeah, auto draft.
Deep in the caves.
I like this guy a lot, but
yeah, that's Brevin Jordan. That's Theo.
Yeah,
me on him too.
Yeah. Jamal Williams at 16-10, outrageous fun there.
Oh wow, yeah.
That was part of my blender experience last round was Jamal Williams, a wide receiver, or CJ Uzoma. I had to go tight end.
Shout out to the Any Day Light IPA people. Cheers. Cheers, boys. There you go. People are deep in thought right now, Dan. Deep.
Yeah,
I know.
Dan's on the clock. What's Dan doing?
Dan's on the clock.
No, what's he doing? He's not going third. He's like, do I take a player? Do I go defense? What do I do here?
Take a kicker.
Take a third kicker, Dan. Come on.
I like that pick.
Yeah, I considered him my last picks too.
And since I have Penny, I mean,
Oh yeah,
you know,
especially this late.
Yeah, if you can get somebody this late. I was debating back and forth between him and there's another player I really, really want here. So we'll see what happens around the corner.
Where are you guys on stacking Kevin, Mark, with running backs? Sorry, handcuffing. I mean,
when they're both that late, like 8 and 16, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Like
it's a little different for me. Sorry, go ahead. You finish.
It's just unlikely that there's another back that is going to steal carries from either of them. Like, I don't see a third back in that picture. Like with Henderson and Akers, there's Sony Michel still there. Like, and with like a Fournette and Fournette's a little too early to handcuff, but Fournette, is it Gio? Is it Keyshawn Vaughn? Like, I think with Seattle, it's Penny and Carson. That's the handcuff. Like, the problem with handcuffing is we usually don't know who it is. I think in this case, if he can come back from a neck injury, Chris Carson's definitely worth that 16-round pick, and it doesn't really
I see what
matter.
you're saying. You're basically the gap between their RB2 and their RB3 is big enough for you to guarantee you're getting a starter.
Right.
Dan, nice pick, dude. That was money.
That was the one I almost made instead of Carson.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's a great pick.
Wasn't sure I could push him around.
That was the man I was referring to as just unreal risk reward here.
Yeah. Wow, 17th round.
Is he signed with anybody yet?
No.
No.
And that's the beautiful thing. I mean, he could even end up with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he could go to Packers and just be like he would be like a 6th round pick. Just like overnight.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That would be super dirty.
Or he could go to Cleveland, so I could have the stack with Watson. We don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking Cleveland is likely, but I'm surprised they haven't signed him to anything yet.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because Cleveland just quit signing people after they got Watson. It's just like, okay, we did it. We got Watson. We're done.
And Landry's still a free agent, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
So is this man.
There you go.
Oh, that's a good one. I like
that.
Just like all three of those guys, like Julio, Fuller, and Landry, like where they're going is just like, why not at this point? Like 15th round plus on guys who could be legitimate wide receiver 2s with the right landing spot. Like, I'll take that any day.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, the Landry pick, I definitely, like that Landry pick.
And I kind of like how the kicker run and just kind of paused there because everybody was just seeing too much value, and the defense run never really got started there either. So there's still a few more value guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's definitely value sitting around now. JD on the clock. No, on deck. Mason Crosby, is he still with Green Bay?
Yeah, ageless kicker.
That's actually a pretty good pick there then.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, they'll probably be kicking a few more field goals than usual.
Could be. I've taken him a few times.
There's one guy I'm like thinking, am I missing something on this guy? I must be. This is which round right now? 17. Oh shit. My laptop just like went on me.
Uh-oh.
Oh wow.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm back. We're good. All right. This hurts. I feel like
Draft.
Yeah, I feel like Gainwell is just value. Like, am I missing something?
Yeah, Gainwell's a nice value here. And 1912 Fantasy says he heard Fuller had a kid or is about to have a kid, so was waiting to sign.
Makes sense. All right.
Yep, for sure. And then also, I mean, we're kind of at the point where I'm not sure how much sense it makes for receivers and running backs to even sign anywhere right now. They might as well just wait until the draft, and and the team's got to be looking at it the same way. And, let's see what we get in the draft and then fill in with the veterans rather than, like if you take Fuller and then all of a sudden, Christian Watson or, Pickens or somebody else, Mechie, Jameson Williams, falls into your lap, you might have wanted to go a different way. Then maybe you want to take Jarvis Landry instead of Fuller as your free agent signing. So, there's incentive for both sides to kind of hold off right now, I think.
Fuller probably wants to skip camp too, so he doesn't pull a hammy or
Doesn't
something.
get hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, isn't this the second time he's broken a finger? Didn't you break a finger like his rookie year or something?
Yeah, because he
I
probably.
think I remember that.
Yes.
I wasn't going to take a third quarterback. I don't know. Mariota was sitting there.
Yeah, that's a nice pick there.
Yeah, just because Jones is not like, if I had a better QB2,
Right.
I'm for sure passing there. But I kind of like having Mariota and Jones to kind of fill in that QB2 with, and then whenever Herbert doesn't, or not QB2, but you know what I mean, like fill in as a tag sheet for my Herbert holes whenever they happen.
Herbert holes. That sounds kinky.
Yeah. Yep.
IPAs are flowing, Mark. Get
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Hey,
So,
show me your Herbert hole.
Dan's doing like the dirty old man styles approach, like show me your Herbert hole.
Get in there real nice and deep, like.
You need like handlebars when you say that, Dan.
Have to work on growing those out. I thought Larky made a nice snag with the Buffalo defense.
Dan's got a fan.
Or no, that wasn't Larky. I'm sorry.
I like his Crowder.
Yeah, but 5 defenses in, I'd take Buffalo. I mean, I think there's still lots of good defenses, so you don't really have to rush the pick. But if there's nobody else you like, it's not a bad one.
What's the deal with Gainwell? I feel like he's low, no? Like, if I'm looking at guys, like, do you rather have Hines or Gainwell? I feel like Gainwell's got more of a chance of taking over the RB1 than Hines. And
maybe, but I don't really think there's such a thing as an RB1 in Philly.
Right.
But there you go. There you go. You just said it, Dan. So then why not have a guy that has a chance to?
Yep.
I don't know.
Roosters just got Jameson Williams, and if Jameson Williams is healthy and able to start the year, that's a great pick right there, for sure. Davis Mills, love that pick at quarterback.
Yeah, I was about to take him as my third.
I thought Hilo took Jameson Williams, or did you just mention him earlier or something? Maybe I told you.
Winston.
I took Winston.
I mentioned him a couple minutes ago when I was talking about rookie receivers, but
okay.
But yeah, I think Mills is a really solid. If you're needing a late quarterback, he's a very, very solid quarterback. I would take him over Malik Willis for sure.
Yes, definitely. And
yeah, same. More safety, and that's what you're looking for with a QB3.
Right.
Right.
I mean, I guess you want upside, but I just feel like if Daniel Jones is my QB2,
Mecole's been sitting my queue for a while, so that was
your 18th round. You get a part of the KC offense.
Yeah.
How you guys feeling about your rosters?
Meh.
It's a tough draft, I find. It's definitely not an easy one.
Yep. Wheeler, you took guy who was on top of my queue. Curtis Samuel.
I always like hearing that. Makes me feel better.
And he stacked them. And he stacked them.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That's what's up.
The one Samuel stack.
And that Samuel, yeah, he was hurt all last year as a new team. Like, he's definitely flying under the radar. I don't have a ton of them, but like he was just sitting there, so felt as though it was time. Yeah, this next guy's.
We're back at the front of the what turn is this? 18-19.
So, yeah, this is the 18-19 turn.
What do you guys think about James Cook?
I think he catches a lot of passes.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And Larky is saying he grabbed Brian Robinson rather than Jameson Williams.
That's who I was deciding between. Brian Robinson and Mariota were the two guys I was deciding between.
Yep. And Jason Short points out, in an ideal world, Willis sits this year. Totally agree with that. But if I had to guess what the chances are that Willis actually sits, they'd be close to 0. I mean, I think he'll sit for part of the season, but my guess is he plays at least 8 or 9 games. What do you guys think?
Where's he going? Where do you
Landon? Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I mean, I think no matter where he goes, he's probably playing 8 or 9 games.
Yeah, he's probably going to a crappy team. You would think. I mean, if he goes with a decent team, he may not get that start.
You guys haven't heard Green Bay are going to move up and grab him? No, I'm joking.
Probably.
That's just what needs to happen. They're gonna package up their first round picks.
That would be so awesome. You better have a live. Hey, Aaron, we're gonna send a camera crew to your house. Like, don't worry about it. It's all good. We just want to get your reactions on other teams.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers select.
Yep. I'm gonna see if I can get a defense run started here. So I double tapped on Pittsburgh and
Dan,
Denver.
it's the 19th round. It's happening whether you want it or not.
Well, either way, I'm in front of it, so I'd rather be in front of it than behind it.
I'm just jealous. Can you hear the hate in my the jealousy in my voice?
I kind of wanted to pick one more guy before I went.
Is Hiwo going to jump on the defense run, or is he going to risk being?
So there's 6 right now.
Really
no, actually, there's
positions.
8 off the board after 19 in the 19th round.
Yeah.
Damn, 13th round. You guys, somebody went defense, eh?
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
And they didn't just go defense; they double tapped.
Double tapped it.
Dirty.
I'll keep it going. There is a guy I wanted here, but
Nice.
There it is. Dan's happy. Can we make it a blue line?
Defense.
Just leave me a couple. I just need a couple. That's all.
What's Mark gonna do?
Yeah, buddy. I got options now, baby.
That's right.
I'm gonna run out of time surveying these options.
That's the problem in the middle. You've got so many options. Like, you can break a.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and it is tempting to keep pushing
Yeah,
players. You know, like, I think I can sneak this one in and then still get my guy next round.
I think I'm gonna go and flow. I gotta go get my kiddos to bed, guys. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I was. At the 4, I was like, if I skip defense here and the rest of them just go on a run, I'll be drafting defenses the next 3 rounds at least. So,
if there's even any left.
If there's any left, right? Not that at this rate the defenses are going to be that much different, but if you miss out on a dozen or more,
yeah, it's more about having them, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like which ones you have.
Well, we know that Team 8 is not going to be participating in any defensive kicker run right now.
Oh, yeah.
That we can be sure of.
Looks like red. Oh, all right. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And here's some Davis Mills facts. Getting back to Davis Mills. He said 1912 Fantasy says Mills was quarterback 16 the last 5 weeks, and he was quarterback 11 the last 3 weeks.
I mean, you got to love him as a QB3. Like that, nobody's, putting him on a pedestal telling you to draft him in a regular redraft. He's going QB 31 pretty much everywhere. So,
all right. And somebody's asked for a recap on where people are drafting. And if you joined the show late, it's probably hard to figure out since the board is kind of moved off the top. So we have, I'm in the 2 slot. Death Dealers, who is in the chat, is in the 3 slot. Wheeler is in the 4 slot. And then we have 5 Squids is definitely listening. Mark or Hilo is in the 6th spot. We have Josh Larky in the 9 spot. And we have Aaron, Peanut Punch, who does a lot of these drafts, in the 11 slot, and then JD in the 12 slot.
Larky's sniping me from the other end of the draft. Like, I'm so used to that. I'm next to him in so many of these underdog drafts. Like, I really think he's in every single underdog draft. But like I end up next to him all the time, and I'm like, all right, so all I need is to have 2 in the queue. Like, when he's down the other end, I keep forgetting that he's here. And Robinson, Drake, Crowder, Patrick, like those are my guys. Bastard.
Yeah, and we have Larky with some more facts on Mills, which we're going to get to here in a minute.
That's his doppelganger.
Kendrick Bourne, I love that pick there. That's a great pick.
How do you feel about that New England situation now that Parker's there? Like, who are you like Bourne's value still because of Parker, or just still with Parker even going there?
I like his value even with Parker going there. I think Bourne is just a good receiver. I think he's kind of a Tim Patrick kind of receiver.
He's got his own role.
Yes, and quarterback just looks for him. All right.
Might have been a little early on that guy.
Dude, we're in when there's a 2 in front of the round and there's 2 digits, there's no too early.
I mean, I probably could have gotten him with a.
Who are you talking about? Vaughn?
Barrios.
Oh no, dude, double B's. Come on. Yeah, that's a great
BB. I mean, I like him, but yeah, he probably could have.
I think all those guys same tier, like Bourne, Barrios, Isaiah McKenzie.
I'm going to grab a 3rd kicker here because I feel like if anybody can generate field goal opportunities, it's going to be Carson Wentz.
True. Dan with a little sly move there, sneaking in the third running back.
I mean, I don't know if any of these kickers are actually kicking anywhere.
Trust me. That's why the team kicker thing is kind of because I feel like you shouldn't be punished to that extent if you didn't know that kicker was not,
right,
re-signing or whatever the hell it is.
Like, I had no idea Washington's kicker was Joey Slye.
I was thinking Carolina, and I'm like, what kind of argument is he throwing here for the Carolina kicker?
Which means somebody is kicking in Carolina. But the next guy they have listed has 0 projected fantasy points. Not that means anything.
When it goes by, you guys, I'm going to ask you guys a bit more about
adding to my Minnesota stack, sort of here.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I like what you're doing here, Dan. It's a good build. The sound of the best ball drafter.
I forgot I was on air.
Sounds of round 21.
Yeah.
So
No,
Wheeler,
it's
this is
one of
what
those,
Wheeler literally sounds like in round 21.
That's what everybody
problem
sounds
is,
like.
like,
21.
I see players I like and go, oh crap, I need to draft a defense here.
I know that's
Oh,
what's tough about these. That's the biggest decision with these rounds, and that's why I was going to ask you guys.
No.
Like, do you guys lean? I'm going to risk it and keep grabbing players until I, or do you kind of like to take your guys a little earlier? Like Dan went a little early with the kickers. Not a little early, but you guys know what I mean. You rather you grab your two guys early, or do you try to push it as much as you can, or do you try to grab like one anchor guy and then try to push your second guy?
When it comes to kickers, I want to, if I know a third when I get a little late, then I'll grab a third. But yeah, and that's what Zane Gonzalez, they have listed as a Carolina kicker. Like,
yeah, he is.
Yeah, I would have gone for him, but I should have grabbed a second defense earlier. I don't know. It's just a hot mess.
It's a hot,
but it's in the 20s, so like, yeah, it's supposed to be. And I know Larky's going to take the position player I want.
Yeah, and of course, Mark sniped me on RSJ. That's somebody I like grabbing late in drafts. He's a nice third tight end.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, to go around 21 in an FFPC, that's late. Like, I see him going in the 20th round of underdogs, but like that's half PPR and people just getting a third tight end.
Right. Yeah, I think the fact that a lot of guys are trying to shoot for that third tight end has a lot to do with it in underdog.
Right. But I mean, like FFPC, you got 1.5 tight end premium. Like, I would expect Ricky would go earlier. But then again, I guess you got the kickers and the defense pushing that back. So, yeah, it all evens out.
I'm feeling like you right now, Wheeler. Do I go?
Yeah, that was totally a Wheeler sound.
Or do I take the two guys I like? I kind of like KC and Cincinnati. I like defenses that have offenses behind them.
Yeah.
Just because the opposition will take more risk once they're ahead, and that's where they can pick up interceptions for touchdowns and stuff like that. So that's why I went Cincy and KC.
KC's my defense every year, man. Like, they're always in the top 8.
Yep.
Always, every year.
You know what? I'm
totally agree, Wheeler.
Yeah.
New England's another one of those teams that's consistently like top 5 every year.
All right. I'm gonna take my two guys. I'm gonna go slim on the defense. I'm gonna go DPJ. And this guy I keep hearing as kind of a late flyer in the rookie.
Oh, not happy with you right now, JD. I was hoping I could slide DPJ back.
I know you did, but
yeah.
I'm gonna.
I thought Canadians were supposed to be nice, man.
Yeah, we're very nice. We're very polite when we snipe your players. I'm sorry, sir. Sorry for forgiveness, please. All right, I keep hearing this guy's name, so I just feel like I gotta throw him in a couple of my drafts now because I don't think I have any. Pure Strong. Let's go. Close out my running back.
Such a great name for a running back too.
Yeah, I mean, that pick was strong. No, Dan?
Yes.
That's what you're here for, folks. Cheesy Radio at 11:30 p.m., 11:33 Eastern, EST as they call it, the young kids these days.
Holy cow, the chat in the draft room is pretty wild too.
It's been good. I've been trying to keep up. Shout out to the chat, man. You guys are awesome, by the way.
Yeah, you guys have been killing it.
You guys show up every Thursday night. We might have to do this on the reg.
Yeah, exactly. And then a couple more I wanted to highlight. Josh Larky, Mills had as many 300-yard pass games as every other rookie quarterback combined. That's a solid stat right there.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the Houston defense is going to be really, really bad again. Houston definitely incentivized to figure out what Davis Mills is. So, yeah, really like Mills this year.
Are you guys comfortable in a super flex with Mills as your QB3?
Yeah.
I woke up with him as, in my taxi squad on the Dynasty. being
You're
requested.
set.
I've got trade offers for my QB3, and I'm like, you know what? I might make this move just because I got Mills sitting there as my QB3. I don't need more than that, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to hold him as a QB3, but I mean, if somebody offers me some value,
You're willing to sell before he crashes.
Yeah.
and burns is what
right.
you're
Like, yeah,
I mean,
Like,
he's got that
I'm-
rapport with Cook, right?
I'm thinking a 23 first would get him from me.
Oh,
23 first,
but is anyone
maybe.
paying a first for?
Maybe.
You guys think someone's paying a first for Mills?
See, I don't think they may not pay a 23 first, but they might pay a 22. Like, I gotta get this guy.
Maybe they have like the 111 or something.
Right. But I don't think I would.
Yeah, nice pick there, Wheeler.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I thought for sure Larky was going to get him.
I was definitely going that way.
All right.
I wanted to ask you guys. I made this pick while I was gone.
We liked him.
Ricky Seals Jones.
Yes, I already talked
Dan
about
loves
it.
him.
I was cursing you out.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm glad that worked
Yeah.
out.
Love that pick. I mean, that's an offense that's probably going to be using the tight end, and they just really don't have anybody else. And even if they draft a rookie, what are the odds that guy's going to be contributing very much?
Yeah. Truth.
Yeah, I like the Shepherd pick there too.
Yeah, it went kind of back-to-back Giants there.
That's not bad this late. I mean, and your kicker? Woohoo!
Yeah, buddy, that's the study. That's why I want to know, dude. I want to know, like, shit offenses. Let's go. I need this study to happen.
Yeah. Well, hopefully Myers will be less of a shit kicker than he was last year.
Yeah, he kind of has to be, right?
Right. He was not the most accurate guy I saw.
What team is he on?
Seattle.
Oh, he is. All right.
Yep. And what do you guys think about this Chris Nager in Dallas? I mean, I just have no confidence that he's going to actually be the kicker. I mean, it's not a bad gamble this late, because if he is, great. Yeah, you have the kicker on a high-powered offense. But
wait, where's Zerline?
Zerline got cut.
He got cut.
He's in FA
right now.
The Jets.
He's with the Jets, yeah.
Oh, he's with the Jets? Oh, there you
Yeah.
go. I didn't even know that. Nice.
Oh, I did know that. Yeah, I should pay attention to some kickers before I can do that. That's the FFPCs.
I got
Nice.
a JD favorite here. The
Oh, yeah.
MAC. Benjamin, that's a great pick.
Yep.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually, I like both your picks, Dan. Both those guys were in my queue. James Washington, sneaky in Dallas there.
Hopefully.
Well, round 22. That's all you need.
Right.
A chip in a
Just
chair, right?
hit me a couple big
That's
games and I'll be happy. Get me 15, 17 points, somewhere in there.
I don't think this is a smart move. But...
Like these guys, you're hoping maybe 1 to 3 weeks they're pulling their weight for you.
Right.
I'm just going to get a third defense because
I don't mind the Giants defense.
Because screw
No,
Ohio, that's why.
They're good. I feel like they're.
Oh, yeah.
They give you a good floor.
Yeah, I was blocking your stack, your Shepherd.
There's
Blocking a New York Giants stack is like if you when you pull the net down, like the basketball net, and you put it down like 8 feet, and then you're like, oh, dude, I'm gonna stuff you so bad right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, Aaron had the Galladay Daniel Jones stack going, so he might have wanted that Giants defense too.
Oh, true. Yeah, but I don't like to. The only thing I like to correlate my defense to is my running back. If I have the offensive, like aerial offense, I'm trying not to
It doesn't bother me if it's a really good offense, like Wheeler was saying. KC defense, I'll take them anytime.
Yes, that's a little different. High scoring defense, a little different.
Yep. And we got some rookie backs going. Damian Pierce, followed by Kevin Harris in the 23rd round. Oh, you have a fan, JD. Larky just saw the Will Smith, the like button.
What?
Oh, nice. I've had that there for a few shows now. I just trying to see who notices it. That's the first one who mentioned it.
I noticed it the last show. That is pretty good.
Wait, what are you guys talking about?
Right up the crawler along the bottom of the.
I gotcha.
Telling the people Will Smith the like button. Yeah?
I figured Wheeler would be the first one to see it because he's always reminding people to smash the like. So.
Yeah, Wheeler. Yeah. Actually, that's a good point, Dan. Wheeler is the man because he will make a point in every show to point that out. And I know somebody actually tweeted something. I think it was Ryan McDowell or something about how like generic and people like, guys, it's the only way you really support us at the end of the day is by smashing the like, subscribe. Maybe you go to the FFPC or you know Underdog and you use a code or something. But really, the like is the easiest, quickest way to help us out.
And I like to help people out, but I'm really cheap, so I figure that's the best way to do it.
Beautiful.
That's right. It's free.
Yeah. And I'm always in the chats and lighting it up in there.
Oh, I cannot believe this guy fell to me. I'm loving life
Jones
right now.
was actually a good pick.
I'm loving life right now. I cannot believe Joshua Palmer, the good old Canadian boy, to finish my stack with Herbert and Allen. He'll be in there. And then Dan, what do I have? 2 tight ends? We got to go Granson. I feel like Granson right now is.
There you go.
Just feeling actually.
Boys, I have to bow out, man.
No problem, Mark.
Yep.
I got to go auto draft.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
Mark's got a casino to go hit, man. It's
that's after the lady friend goes to bed. After she goes to bed, then I go.
No, we appreciate you guys. Go check him out. What is it at Hilo FF?
That's right.
Go check him out, guys.
You're on the clock there.
Oh, I'm up? Yeah, I got my guys lined up. We're good. Josh Palmer. Can't believe he's still there. What's up? And then let me just check on this one.
Yeah, Mark is super sharp. I mean, in DFS, a subject which still pretty much mystifies me, but I'm okay with that. Mark is your man. Absolutely.
You still with 1 week season there, Mark?
Yeah, DFS is kind of my forte. 1 week season, check it out.
Nice.
Game theory, pushing the
I'm in
envelope.
the chat room a lot too.
Appreciate you, Hilo. Thanks for the donation, by the way.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ray.
That's right.
Cheers, brother.
See you, boys.
Later, Mike.
And by the way, dude's a fighter pilot. Just saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like,
this would crush all of us in any anything. You're a fighter pilot. I mean, what? Nothing's better than that, is it? I don't know.
Yeah, he's Top Gun.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, he was actually with the was it the Blue Angels?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So cool.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's some badass shit.
Yeah.
I mean, not just any pilot, but when you can fly in formation like that, you know you're pretty badass.
I don't know where to go here.
So yeah, it's getting thin.
All right, now we got a plan. I think.
Well,
you're a couple steps ahead of me then.
I'm not saying it's not all going to blow up in my face, but
so when you guys get to these last like 3, 4, 5 rounds, are you paying attention to your roster build? Meaning like you went early at a position, so maybe now you're looking elsewhere when you get to these bottom rounds, or are you just kind of looking through your queue and saying, you know what, I like this guy, I like this guy, I like this, and you throw him in there and then you pick him up? Well, how do you approach these later rounds?
I definitely looked at my roster construction like before I went in the queue and started searching for who's available.
And are you looking for correlations or stacks, or are you looking for like positional plugs?
Both.
Okay.
Both, whatever I can find at that point. Like, and this to me is why, like, I really think roster construction, let's say in a 20-round draft, really only matters in the first 15, because those last 5, you're just either filling in positions, building up what you're weak in. And it really, like, to me, it, you know, when people talk about, you know, oh, you have 9 receivers or you only have 8. It's like, wait a second, you're not. You got to look at where I got the 8. Like,
yes.
it's almost like a point system where. Do I want to do that? Yeah, let me try to do
Sorry,
that.
Wheeler, I didn't realize you're on the clock. But
that's all right.
If you look at how many times your last 4 or 5 picks are actually relevant to your roster, you're right. You want to take the guys that have a higher chance of being relevant, as opposed to like, where am I going to fill in a roster spot?
And the way my team is constructed is it's pretty balanced, and that's generally where I like to kind of stick to, is just having a balanced squad so I can pick best player available at the end and just kind of wing it and not have to worry about, oh, I need a running back. Hell, I don't see any running back worth taking, and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. So if you're balanced, you can kind of teeter in either direction. And, you know, that to me, that's where the roster construction lays. So like, and I always like to do like a backward mapping. It starts with like a solid ADP, which I don't have for this draft. I'm just kind of going with draft room ADP at this point. But like,
Death Dealers absolutely sniped me there. I had them all queued up and ready to go. Damn.
Yeah. Sermon.
Yeah, that was another, like, I passed on Sermon because I don't have any rookies. And I was kind of like, I see a couple rookie running backs a little bit later. Maybe I can just stall on that. So
I like the backfield though, Wheeler, like with CMC, Gibson, Edmonds, and Sanders, like where you got them. It kind of doesn't matter at this point. You've got obviously Johnson. You could get another running back, or you could not, and I don't think it matters. I like those top 4, the way, like where you got them relative to the rest of your build.
Agree. I need another kicker though. I don't know if any of these guys kick.
No, if you have 2 top, like I don't feel, Dan, you're the kicker guy. Like, if you have 2 pretty solid ones, do you feel like you have to put in a 3rd kicker, or are you comfortable going?
No, definitely not.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I should be good with that. I kind of like to go 4 tight ends in FFPC, but and then like I could go either way, right? So does a 4 tight end roster construction really benefit me here? It's the 25th round,
right?
And
that's the important
tight end premium, and there's 2 flexes. So to me, when in doubt, I don't hate going tight end. I say that often because the flexibility of those guys, they can slot into as one of those 2 flex spots very easily. And
are you trying to talk me into tight end? Oh, son of a bitch.
Is that the guy you're looking at?
I mean, he's the most athletic, right? Like he could be Irv Smith.
Kind of interesting that he did so little last year, like relative to fantasy and what Henry did. When you're looking at red zone action.
Absolutely, yeah. Like I was shocked at the fact that they really underutilized Jonnu. I mean, you figure that they would have given him some running back touches or something. Like Bill Belichick likes that super athletic type guy, and in the past has used those guys in multiple ways, and maybe this year, but all right, I'm on the clock again.
Yep. So Mark has he managed to get his 3 defenses in, Chicago and Seattle, the 29th and 30th defenses. Atlanta has now been taken, so there's only 1 defense left. And by process of elimination, it's got to be Houston.
I love. We got to clip Wheeler's sound effects during.
No. Going wide receiver again. Ugh. But
hey, dude, I had him. This late. Come on, Zay Jones was money in some. Like for 2 or 3 weeks. I'll have to look that up. Talking out of my ass here, but pretty sure he was at 8.
Yeah, no, Zay definitely had a couple breakout weeks at the end of the season. He's with a new team now, though, and who knows what the hell's going on in Jacksonville. Yeah, that was the other kicker I was looking at. It was Michael Badgley, but this has him listed with Indianapolis. I thought they had what's his name? They
do have both.
They've got both. One was a punter that ended up kicking when Blind, what's the name? Blind something was hurt.
Really?
Blankenship.
Yeah.
Badgley is a kicker they brought in after Blankenship got hurt. They did have, I think their punter had to kick like 1 game when Blankenship got hurt, but then Badgley finished off the season for him. And Badgley's I think he's a pretty decent kicker. I think he'll probably end up somewhere. If I'm really stuck at kicker late, Badgley is my guy. He's kind of my go-to. So that's a nice pick there.
I'm gonna make some Wheeler noises. Oh, why does my laptop everything goes black as soon as it gets to my turn?
All right. And Aaron
plug it in.
Takes that last defense, the Houston defense.
Oh, you think that's what it is? You might be right, dude. Let me see.
Screensaver? I don't know.
We're good on battery.
JD, you're up.
Yeah, I've got something lined up, just a just in case stack, literally.
Okay.
I'm trying to decide between the next 2 guys. Yeah, I'll just go with this guy. There's no. All right, I'll go with this kid right here. I'm hesitant though. Oh, I could, yeah.
What the hell's that guy's name?
No, I'm gonna stick to the original plan. What do I have? Receivers? How many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
You know, you're probably barking up the. Oh, there he goes. And when you got to scroll down like 4 different screens, you're like, uh-oh. All right, I could go there.
All right, you know what? I'm not very heavily invested in running back, so I'm going to go Duke Johnson. Buffalo, I like that.
Bastard.
Little flyer. Stack, Zach.
Duke's my guy.
Yeah, I really like. I'm hoping they don't go running back in the draft, man.
I think it was about week 6 last year. I cut him from like every single dynasty team.
Isn't that how it usually goes though?
Oh yeah. Like I literally, my thought process was, you know what? He's been due for like this breakout season since he was a rookie, but I've had him this whole time everywhere. Let me cut him and set him free, and that's literally what happened. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. The other guy I was considering Duke was Cedric Wilson. But I now that I way preferred Johnson.
I like Cedric though. Still, like he's dropped dramatically since.
For sure. I just wonder in Miami if everybody's healthy. Where does he fit?
Yeah.
You talking Duke Johnson?
Yeah.
No, he is in Buffalo.
No, Cedric Wilson.
Oh, Cedric Wilson. Okay. Yeah. He's gonna have a hard time fitting in, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I have a lot of Tua this year. Like, I really feel like
Oh man,
they are setting.
I like Tua
Mike
before
Boone.
they had
That
Fields.
was a pick I was saving until the end.
Which
Nice
one?
pick.
Mike Boone?
Yeah. Nice pick by Hilo.
I was eyeing up Dan Arnold too. I don't remember where I saw it the other day, but like Peterson likes to use 2 tight end sets, right? Like Dan Arnold should actually still do something. All right, here goes a rookie.
Robinson?
I don't have any of these guys yet. Now Ford, running back.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There's another one I could have gone with, but who knows? It's a name I've heard.
Nice.
We're in the 26th round. I mean,
yeah,
end of the 26th, going to the 27th. You're just throwing darts here, literally.
Like literally.
Yeah. You've had like one too many beers. You're kind of like.
I mean, somebody drafted AJ Green. We're obviously just throwing darts at this point.
I saw somebody say AJ Green is back today. Like I was a little out of the loop.
He is.
Yeah,
he is.
What does that mean?
It's not a bad pick at all.
What does that mean?
He's re-signed. He's re-signed, but like, was he worth anything last year? I just don't see.
So he re-signed as Rondell Moore's.
He had a few decent weeks last year.
Did he?
I mean, 26th round.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I mean, I'm going to end up eating my words by week 3, and then it's a good thing none of us will look at this until December.
Oh, this is a pick that's ugly as anything, but
Auden Tate. That's a nice one. Sexy Rexy. That isn't ugly.
That's so ugly.
Yeah, it's disgusting, but you know.
I had Boone and Ford both teed up in my queue, and
yeah. I feel like I'm sniping you a lot, Dan.
You are. Wheeler.
Good. Awesome.
Jeez.
Oh, sorry.
I mean,
I'm not supposed to do that to the host.
Yeah. I mean, come on, man. Be a nice guest.
Since when have you known me to be nice?
Well, there is that. Yeah. A little bit of take no.
There goes my stack. I was going to go Conklin, come back with a stack.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to go another rookie at tight end. I've been hearing good things about it. This is the next Mo Alley Cox.
Interesting.
Yep. Yeah, I had both him and Dulcich.
We had
in my queue.
Was it Dwayne McFarland, Dan? No.
Yeah.
Was it?
I think it was Dwayne. It was either either Dwayne or Jax.
It was Jax.
It was Jax.
It was Jax. Yes.
Okay.
When he said it, I'm like, damn, now they're going to know about him. Because, you know,
I was stacking mics here. I always got the mic stack going.
And that's not a bad idea either. Mike Davis that late.
Yeah.
He was supposed to be their savior last year. He's going to get touches, right? Tyler Algier was the other running back I was looking at. Oh, Larky.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Larky's team, and it's just riddled. It's full of players I grabbed late. Like,
yeah, Hamler was a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt about it.
What do you got here, JD?
Yeah, I'm looking.
Last 2 picks, right?
Yeah, I'm going skinny on defense, skinny on kicker. I got 2 and 2, 3 tight ends. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 receivers, 2, 4, 6, 7 running backs, and 3 quarterbacks. I mean, I can go anyway at this point. I think I have my guys lined up here. I'm just gonna do a real quick. Yeah. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna go Guyton just to throw some Charger action with Herbert. When in doubt, always be stacking. And then, you know, as a Colts fan, you gotta go a little Ashton Doolin.
Nice.
Never know.
Nice.
Yeah, and that actually the Palmer and Guyton stack's not a bad way to go too, because then you know, unless they draft somebody, you've got the wide receiver 3 pretty much sewn out week to week.
Exactly.
Totally.
Miles
agree with that.
Gaskin, Aaron just took him. That was somebody I had on my list for this last pick. So
I like
that
Ashton Doolin too. Like he very well could emerge with Ryan at quarterback.
Yeah.
And Guyton's a guy actually early on when we started drafting in January, I actually had Guyton above Josh Palmer. I mean, we're talking last round, but I definitely like that stack. Juwan Jennings.
Yeah, he's another sneaky guy I find, especially if you have Lance.
Oh. That reminds me of another sneaky guy I like. Oh, there's a lot of receivers. Just gave away position.
So we're in the last round now. Jimmy G just went off the board.
Mm-hmm.
Gaskin, Doolin, Jennings, Weidermeyer.
Like,
guys, if
there's
you're
actually,
listening,
there's
sorry.
actually a quarterback that probably isn't actually going to play quarterback. That wouldn't be bad if somebody only has 2 quarterbacks.
Oh, I think is he a Saint?
It's the guy I grabbed in the last round of Superflex. Yeah. Yes, he's a Saint. So let's this is the wide receiver I was talking about though. Yeah, Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
And actually, I keep forgetting that they have Dalton there, but Taysom Hill is probably going to play H-back of some sort, whether it's tight end or slot or even running back if Kamara gets suspended. Like, yes, he won't put up quarterback points, but he's actually going to have points every week. Like you're if you take him as a quarterback 3 or quarterback 4 in a Superflex, at least you're cushioning the blow if you have 2 on the bye week or somebody gets hurt. Like, there's at least points that are likely to be in your lineup. I don't know. Just something I consider late. Like, if anybody has 2 quarterbacks, that would be the guy. Oh,
No, I don't hate it.
I think I put Dan has 2 quarterbacks. Didn't even Jacoby Brissett. Oh, that works perfectly with your
with Watson.
Yep.
Watson.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, that's the other guy.
Especially in the late round, like that's take a note, guys. Like if you can grab Watson as your QB2 in the 9th, and then grab Brissett in the 28th round, like a baller, like Dan is, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was kind of taking a chance, because when Garoppolo and Pickett went, I mean, somebody could have just gone with Brissett there too. I've seen that happen where somebody takes Brissett even though they don't have Watson.
Yeah, I've done that too, actually.
Yep.
Last round, just shooting darts. Brissett's not a bad play.
Yeah, for sure.
So how you guys feeling about the draft in general? I mean, I feel like this was definitely a tougher, especially FFPC. I feel like you can usually get in. You've got 1 or 2, 3 guys that and then you can kind of. But this was pretty loaded, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. There was a lot of people in there, and I just noticed the chat in the draft room was.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, it was going strong. Looked like they were kind of bouncing off of us a little bit too. I think most of the people in the chat were listening to the podcast.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't understand how you're looking at chats while you're trying to draft and be on a podcast. Like,
yeah, that was one more thing.
Whole new respect. Like I'm in the chat. Like, why aren't they looking? Why aren't they looking? Sorry, chat.
Yep,
my bad.
All right, so you guys want to go through your teams?
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe we'll each list off our teams, and then just anything that stands out, anything you liked and like. If there's any other teams that kind of stand out, general feel for the draft.
Yeah, so I like of the people who were not on the podcast. I thought Death Dealers and Larky, who was nice pits in the number 9 slot. I thought they both did really nice jobs.
Shout out to Aaron.
Yes.
Appreciate you too, brother. Yeah,
definitely. Love having you drafting in the room with us. We got to get you on the podcast one of these days, Aaron. I mean, it's just it's got to happen. So let's why don't you hit us up on DMs and Twitter, and let's see if we can arrange something and get you into the podcast stream.
Nice. Let's do it.
All right. And and then Aaron, also a very good draft too. So we had several good drafters in this room. Sorry, what'd you say, Wheeler?
Which one was Aaron?
Aaron was number 11, Peanut Punch.
Oh yeah, he's all over the place.
He's in literally every single draft I've been in. Literally.
Yeah.
Like every platform too. I feel like you definitely need him on the show.
Yep, for sure.
Like I feel like I get my peanuts punched every single time.
Yeah, sure, no doubt. His squad is tight.
Yeah.
That's the thing is he does so many of them, and they're every time I'm like, it's a pretty good squad. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, Wheeler as our guest. Run through the.
All right.
Run through the together. Tell us what you like and don't like.
The McCaffrey I like, of course. Tyreek, I still like him, even though he's on Miami now. I think Tyreek is a freak. That's all there is to it. Gibson might have been a little bit of a stretch, but last year he was going early second, right? Like he could break out. McKissick's there, but like McKissick's got to be in a wheelchair or close to it right now. Deontay, who knows with the quarterback, but he should get tons of targets, right? Like I can't see any other way. And if Watson is there, Cooper should have a great season. Judy, I picked after Cortland Sutton was gone, and I stacked them with Russ. I definitely like the Edmonds pick. He's been creeping up lately, probably because I keep drafting him earlier and earlier. But Edmonds, he's going to get at least half the touches at running back in Miami, and he'll do the pass catching. I like him there. Ertz, I think I talked about him earlier. He should be heavily targeted in Arizona. Sanders was just a value. And then Rashad Bateman, another value. Zach Wilson, I needed a second quarterback. And, Konami code, 12th round. At quarterback 25, not a bad snag there. Tanyan, it's my first share of him this year. Again, I think I said that J.J. Zacharyason's model showed him as a prime breakout candidate. And then with two kickers, Brevin Jordan's a tight end that I like. He came on at the end of last season. He seemed to have a connection with Mills, and he's young and could break out. Carson Wentz was just there as a third quarterback Band-Aid, but then I stacked him with Samuel, which was cool. Grabbed the defense, and then Braxton Berrios might have been a little bit of a reach, but I wanted to stack Zach Wilson. And Zach Wilson and BB seem to have that connection going. I don't know if it's shower narrative or whatever, but they seem to like each other and work well together. Dearness, I like. I thought he was going to be snagged up a little bit earlier. I was talking about Hunt earlier. I don't see why Cleveland has kept Hunt this long. He should be easily tradable. But I do like Dearness value if either one of them goes down. Grabbed a third defense. Van Jefferson should get some targets. OBJ, who knows if he's back. Van Jefferson should be the third wide receiver there until he does, or if he is. And we talked about Zay Jones and Jerome Ford a little bit. And then Jelani Woods is a rookie we've been hearing about lately. Just a supreme athletic freak, and he's huge. And then last pick was Antoine Wesley. He really came on in D-Hop's absence last year. I'm thinking with Kirk gone, we might see a little bit more Wesley.
All right.
Yeah, I'll say, one thing you notice with more experienced drafters is there's always that balance, right, Dan? We talk about it often when you're looking at roster build, and it gets to a point where the individual players don't matter as much as the actual where they fit in the roster. And you can see it in Wheeler's build here. I mean, running back didn't jump on it too early. Obviously, you got the two studs with McCaffrey and Gibson, picked off Edmonds and Sanders. So like a really solid top four. And then you've got your two kind of depth guys to fill in with Johnson and Ford. I like the balance that you have. It's same thing with your quarterbacks, your tight ends. And that's what you'll notice with the more experienced drafters. Just the roster build makes up for any shortcomings of individual picks that are made.
Yeah, I like going with balance too, because it really allows you to pick up value in any direction at any point in the draft. Like it's totally. Generally, especially when you draft them with sharks. Like if you start to hit running back too early, you got to make up for it later. So when I'm drafting with this many people that probably are smarter than me, I'm just going to try to stay balanced and pick up value.
Yeah, that Edmonds pick was great.
Yes.
I would have liked my team a lot better with Edmonds in that slot. And then Sanders also, if he'd have slipped to me in the 10th, I would have taken him too. So those were both excellent picks, and they really solidified your running back room really well. Like I had to take some more shots at running back later on just because I was just like, well, I got Penny, don't feel great about him. Got Henderson, don't feel great about him. So, yeah.
And I think Ertz is a guy that's he's undervalued in the sense that he's a very sneaky tight end one in these tight end premium drafts. And Dan, I know he's a guy we both like, especially if you can stack him with Kyler. But I just feel like if you wait on tight end and you start off with Ertz and then you pair it up with two solid kind of backup guys with, you've got Tanya in here, another guy I think is undervalued, and then Jordan, Brevin Jordan. I think, again, that balance is there. And I think the value that you get, Ertz, Sanders, even Bateman, just the middle of your draft was well done there. So, yeah, I like the build there, Wheeler.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Ertz in this format just specifically because of the amount of targets. Like when you're talking to tight end premium, in most other formats, you're really reliant on touchdowns. That's how tight ends make their hay. But in this format, you want targets, you want receptions, and that's where I hang out and wait for Ertz as often as I can.
Yeah, it's not a bad spot to grab a tight end for sure.
Dan, you want to go next? Should we? You know what? Why don't we go through Hilo's roster? He had to jam early. He's got the kids to take care of. He's got to rush to the casino, hit that poker table. But he went. He was in the 6th spot, right in the middle of it. He went Henry, Kamara, Barkley. Then he went DJ Moore, Michael Thomas, Allen Robinson, Brandon Cooks, Robert Woods, Ryan Tannehill, Jameis Winston were his two quarterbacks. And he finished it off with Kenny Pickett, Rashad White as his RB4. Yep. And then went later with Mike Boone, which was a great pick. And then Mike Davis, also very good pick, actually. And then at receiver after Woods, Bobby Woods, he went Gallup, which is also nice. Myers, Landry, Jones, Julio in the 17th, whose value can go up depending on where he goes. Sterling Shepard in the 20th. And obviously kicker and defenses. But no, again, like just a solid build when you look at, where you go early versus where you fill in the gaps later on in the draft. Any in the comment, Dan, on Hilo's roster or Wheeler before we look at Dan's roster?
I think the only thing I would really want to change about Hilo's roster is where he took Woods. I probably would have gone quarterback.
Yes, because then he could have
quarterback or tight end. Like I probably would have gone a different direction in that pick.
Well, he could have gotten Cousins or Watson.
Right. Yeah. And that makes Cousins or Watson there, and then maybe a tight end where he gets 10. Like the rest of the draft starts to unfold a little bit differently.
Yeah.
I think he was making up for wide receiver because he didn't get one in the first 3 rounds.
Yeah.
Which with the 4 guys he got next, he didn't really need to.
Right.
Especially
Right.
getting
right.
Gallup 3 rounds later.
Like, yeah, DJ Moore value, Michael Thomas value, Allen
Yes.
Robinson could be huge
Yes.
this year. Brandon Cooks,
And
huge
I
value.
made this exact same mistake in around a couple months ago, and you really feel it after. And I get where he's coming from. He's probably looking at his own rankings, thinking this guy's like way above everyone else. But if you look at his roster, I agree with you. I think that if he went quarterback there, even maybe a little earlier on the tight end, if he didn't want to go quarterback. But no, I hear what you're saying. But again, filled it nicely later on in the draft to give it a nice balance.
Yeah, I like his. And in hindsight, you can say this because I look at Robert Woods and I go, he doesn't need Robert Woods if he's got Jacoby Myers and Landry and Julio,
the guys he gets later.
Like, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know that as he's picking, and in hindsight, all of these rosters are really easy to examine and pick little pieces out of. But when you're on the clock, it's a whole different story for sure.
Yeah. Well, overall, it's a very balanced roster. Because he, with his quarterbacks, grabbing Tannehill and Winston, I think makes a lot of sense. Those were his only 2 quarterbacks. So, with those 2, you might think, well, maybe I, go with another third quarterback. He elected not to because, honestly, if Tannehill or Winston fails him, he's probably going to be out anyway.
Well, I think he wanted Mills, right? When he he just got sniped in the 18. So then it's like, who do you are you really going to grab Lock just to lock up a third? Not to use
right,
the punt,
and that's the thing. If you get sniped and you can't fulfill the strategy the way you wanted to, sometimes you just got to completely pivot and say, I'm not gonna scramble around and take whoever. I'm just gonna let it go and let Winston and Tannehill be my guys.
No, nobody took Mayfield. We don't think he lands anywhere.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's probably what if he went Mayfield in the last round instead of Pickett.
But Pickett's going to start wherever he goes.
Is he?
I think so. I shouldn't say wherever he goes, but if he goes to a team that has a shaky starter, he's probably going to end up being the starter.
It's the story you're telling yourself, right? Because we're all guessing at this point. So he's probably telling himself, you know what, there's more of a chance that Pickett starts there. But I think you're right, Wheeler, in the sense that Mayfield might be a sneaky QB, whether it's super flex or even 1 QB, depending on how this shakes up. Because we already see in the league there's a couple teams that could use a quarterback.
Yeah. Yep.
Still.
Yeah, but I'm also looking at it. Trubisky just signed with Pittsburgh. I guess they could draft someone and halfway through the season shift to him. Mariota, I guess he gets benched halfway through the season. Seattle to me seems like the only place a rookie can get drafted and start right off the bat.
I like what 1912 Fantasy is saying here. He's kind of planning ahead, grabbing Pickett with his DJ Moore. Is it DJ Moore? Or
yeah.
Carolina for sure.
So he's telling that story that we talked about, and his story says,
nobody picked Darnold, did they?
There you go.
No.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's the story he's telling himself. Yeah, that makes sense then. All right. That's what I was missing there.
So Dan, you just again, I'll go through it for you and then you can kind of fill in. So you went Jefferson, Fournette, James Conner, Michael Pittman in the 4th, first tight end off the board for you in the 5th with TJ Hawk, Tom Brady in the 6th, Thielen and Penny 7 and 8, and then your QB2 with Watson in the 9th, which was nice. Russell Gage and Rondell Moore 10 and 11. Double tap depth at receiver. Followed up TJ Hawk with Evan Ingram. Darrell Henderson as your RB4. Chris Carson a couple rounds later. He took 2 kickers there in between with Folk and McManus. Fuller was nice in the 17th round. You think that he gets signed somewhere significant, fills a hole nicely in an offense and gives you value. You took your 3 defenses in the next 4 rounds with Pittsburgh, Denver, Minnesota. Joey Sly is your 3rd kicker. James Washington in Dallas could be value in the 22nd. Mo Ali Cox in Indy. I mean, we don't really know what's happening there at tight end, but you got to think if he's back on that 1 year, he's going to kind of lock up the starting position there. John Mechie with some rookie upside. Justin Jackson and Rex Burkhead to top off your running back depth. Greg Dulcich, I think that's right, tight end 40, and then Jacoby Brissett as your last pick to cap off your quarterbacks. You know, give little Watson security there in those early games.
Yep, exactly. I mean, I think Brady is probably going to be just fine even with Watson out, but just in case something weird happens and like Watson's suspended for half the year or more, just wanted to be able to cover a bye week if Brady has an early bye.
Yeah, that makes total sense. With even the threat of a couple of game suspension, Brissett's perfect in the last round. And I do like that James Washington pick. I think he's sneaking Dallas.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, if he ends up the receiver 3.
Yeah, it's valuable. Cedric Wilson.
Yep.
Or I guess last year it was what's his name? Gallup.
Yeah. Yep.
Gallup's this year.
So Gallup's maybe not going to be back right away.
I was going to say he's coming back from injury.
That too.
So who knows, right?
That too.
Yeah. So
I think that's why Schultz is popping up now too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's definitely.
Yeah, Schultz really climbed up in the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I think the keys to my team are Fournette, Connor, Thielen. If they stay healthy, this team should jam.
Yeah, I like your squad a lot there, Dan. Gage. Oh, love Gage.
Yeah, especially with Brady.
Yep. Yeah, and Rondale Moore, I mean, hopefully he, takes a step, and I think it's a decent value there for sure.
Definitely. And Evan Ingram, he's due for a bounce back, especially Peterson. Like if Peterson went out and got Evan Ingram, he has him in mind. He played against them enough. He knows exactly what he was getting there.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, and you added some good depth at tight end too with Ingram as your 2, just in case you got Molly Cox and then Dulcich with the rookie depth.
You just like saying Cox.
There you go. You like Mo Ali Cox, Dan.
Mo. Just give me Mo.
I mean, Ryan's going to target him in the end zone just every time they get in that area. Like, there's no doubt. Matt Ryan loves a tight end.
Hopefully so.
Yeah.
I really like the Mechie pick too. I mean, this is a guy who's coming off an ACL, so he may not be ready until the second half of the year. But that's just when I might be needing a boost. I was thinking with Thielen, who's had a little bit more of a propensity to get injured, having a rookie coming in who could maybe do something for me. And by the time we're at that point in the draft, I thought that was the best rookie left. So.
Well, I mean, traditionally, the rookie breakouts happen in the second half of the season anyway. You don't usually see a Jefferson and a Chase where they're just right out the gate. Like these late round, out of the blue rookies are generally, they're not doing much of anything except special teams or whatever the first 4 or 5 weeks anyway. And then you see them start to ingratiate themselves into the system.
Plus, David Hubbard is big on Mechie along with me, so I'll take that as a good confirmation bias.
Justification, or maybe not justification, but
confirmation bias.
That's
why we all talk to each other. We just want to hear good things about our guys.
Yeah, the more you talk well about my guys, the more I like you, right, Wheeler?
All right, and let's go through JD's team real quick too.
Yeah, go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, so JD started off with Najee Harris, Kyle Pitts around the first turn. I love Harris at the 12. That's a really nice value. And then the next time around, and JD's working out of the 12 hole, so he's making his picks in pairs. He was able to pair up Keenan Allen and Justin Herbert. That's exactly the way you do it. Nice value on Allen, and that made Herbert, kind of the pick there. You could argue, well, maybe you want to go Mahomes or whatever, but when you've already got Keenan Allen, you just want to go Herbert. Amon-Ra St. Brown, love that pick in the late 5th, paired up with Kenneth Walker, rookie running back. And then you went on a run of 4 wide receivers in a row. Hunter Renfrow, Marquise Brown, Garrett Wilson, Drake London. I love the value on all those picks. Renfrow at the 7-8 and Brown at the 7-8 turn, Wilson, London at the 9-10 turn. That's fantastic. So you're very heavy on wide receivers. You got 6 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 1 quarterback, and 2 running backs after your first 10 rounds. And, and then you can see in the rest of the draft that, JD was very well aware of that because he went away from wide receiver for a long time. He got another tight end, Hunter Henry, paired him up with Mac Jones, which I think was a sharp move. And then he started hitting the running backs, Khalil Herbert and Zamir White, paired up. Then a couple of kickers, Chris Boswell, Randy Bullock. Came back for Kenneth Gainwell, nice value there. Got his 3rd quarterback, Marcus Mariota. Got a couple defenses that should be good and solid, KC and Cincinnati. And then he started going back towards wide receiver, running back, and a little bit of tight end. So Donovan Peoples-Jones, wide receiver, Pierre Strong, running back, Joshua Palmer, wide receiver, Kylan Granson, tight end, Olamide Zacchaeus, wide receiver, Duke Johnson, running back, and then Jalen Guyton and Ashton Doolin rounding it out at wide receiver. So you got a total of 11 wide receivers, 7 running backs, 3 tight ends, 3 quarterbacks, 2 kickers, and 2 defenses.
There it is. It was a tough draft, man. Like it was definitely a tough draft. Like I said, you'd fill up your queue, and by the time it gets back to you, it's pretty much empty, which usually tells you that you're drafting with some sharp guys. And we know the guys we mentioned, guys we had on, Josh. So it was fun, man. It makes it fun. It makes it more challenging. It makes you got to get creative, when you're on the clock. How do you guys feel about it kind of overall with your roster and how the draft went, Kev?
I mean, I love doing these drafts because then the rest of the drafts seem easier. Like
Exactly.
it's really what it comes down to. Iron sharpens iron. Is that the line they use? But like seriously, like I'm looking at your team and like I'm like, but I'm like, well, who else was he gonna get? Like you were trapped in a corner so often here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but you still came out with a really good team. Like I love that Khalil Herbert pick. Like, that's my boy. I got so much of him.
I like Herbert a lot.
I literally think his ADP in Underdog is dropping because I had to back off of drafting him. I'm like 16th round now. Are you kidding me? Like,
wow.
Yeah. He just keeps falling, and I'm like, I can't stop drafting him. Like, I'm trying not to. Like, I'm making a conscious effort at this point. Like, I have too much of him. Yeah, I'm well over 50% on him. So I like that in the third.
I like Herbert a lot.
I mean, I think most of it comes because I think Monty is a bum. Like, I think he's riding on, like, you can literally predict what games he's going to have a good game because they're against the worst defenses. 2 years ago, he had a stretch of 5 games against like some of the worst defenses in history. If you look at last year, he pretty much did the same thing. It wasn't a straight run, but it was like those super weak defenses he just ate on, and everybody else he sucked. So I'm anti Monty to begin with. So that's probably why I'm on Herbert. And Herbert stepped up and had a couple good games in Monty's absence last year. So
yeah,
I like that pick.
Yeah.
because that kind of helps you put together between with Herbert and Gainwell. You got a couple guys that should be pitching in and contributing at least something most weeks, and then Walker hopefully is going to find himself in a place where he's getting a good amount of touches to go along with Najee Harris. So, and then if any of your rookies pops, that's just gravy. And
then Duke
Duke
Johnson breakout season.
Nice, for sure.
It's got to happen. And he is this year's Cordarrelle Patterson. That I'm calling it right now.
I love that. Dude, that's
Duke Johnson
fitting.
is this year's Cordarrelle.
That's definitely fitting. I like that. I like that.
Yep.
You can see, Dan, like with all three of our builds, I think too many people get fixated early in the draft and they think, let's look at the first 5-6 rounds and compare the teams. But we showed, like, with a lot of our picks that you got to go through the whole draft, man. Like to me, the difference makers are the second half of the draft. That's where the teams are separated, because that's where you can see if the owner was able to build, to complete the house. You know what I mean? Like, as opposed to just kind of put some patches here and there. And I think that's where the difference makers are made, or in the second half of the draft. I don't know if you guys agree.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you can pull a couple, 3 good players from the last half of the draft, it makes it a whole lot easier to win. It's the guys who the second half of the draft, they end up just getting nothing out of it. That's pretty painful. That's usually a last third of the league type of team.
I like to break it into thirds, really. Like the top half of the draft, everybody should look good. It's right. It's that middle of the draft. What decisions are you making? Where can you go? Where can you get value? And then, your last few rounds, it's generally darts, but like sometimes there's people that sneak through and you can catch some value there. But that middle section of the draft where everybody's kind of positioning themselves or making up for something they lacked earlier, where you can extract value. And that's I think where drafts are won, the middle of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I like that in thirds, because you're right. It's that middle section that's the tough part, right? Because at the end, it's like you're throwing shit at the wall, seeing what sticks, a bunch of lottery tickets. In the beginning, you're just shuffling through a bunch of studs. It's the middle. I like that.
Yep.
All right, guys. Any last thoughts on this draft? We shout out to Mark at Hello FF.
High-low.
High-low. Sorry,
yep, like poker.
High-low. I know. I'll blame it on the French. Blame it on the French. Could be that it's 12:30.
Yeah. Whoa! It is so far past my bedtime.
Super late. Especially, I've been in this offense since 5:30 this morning, so it's been a pretty long day. But yeah, Kev, man, always a blast having you on. Like we said, it was too long. I know you're busy. You're actually doing something productive in the world. You're a teacher helping the world. Dan and I are just feeding off of others, but you're productive, helping the children out there. Remind the people where they can find you. Are you still doing ranks right now for profiling?
Yeah, I'm still doing
Fantasy Pros. Sorry.
Yeah, I forgot where I was doing them too. Yeah, I still have the rankings up at Fantasy Pros. I actually, if there's a website out there that would like to publish my rankings, I'm tired and done with the other site I was going through. So hit me up. Hit me in the DMs.
We'll talk to you, Wheeler. We'll talk to you. Dan and I are creating. We're going to create something.
That's what I'm talking about. Yep. I'm with the GOAT District. That's
nice.
Where you can find me.
Nice. Guys, check him out at FF_Wheeler. He's awesome. One of the sharpest guys that we play with in a bunch of leagues. And you see him out there in Fantasyland. Make sure you follow him. Dan, anything to close this out?
No, I think, fun draft, good draft. It's always, as Wheeler said, always great to get into a room with a lot of sharp drafters and, just see what you can do. I don't think anybody can walk out of this draft going, yeah, I really love my chances.
100%.
That kind of thing. But, yeah, it was a lot of fun. So thanks a lot for coming on, Wheeler. Always a pleasure drafting with you. Just being able to shoot the shit with you for a couple hours. So really appreciate it.
I always appreciate coming on, guys. Like, I would definitely, stomp your party more often if I could.
Yep, definitely understood. So we'll have to work on that.
Yeah, you always have an invitation. You always have a spot.
Yep.
Sorry, Dan.
I'm always in the chat. That way I can just fall asleep whenever I want.
There you go.
Yeah, and shout out to the chat tonight, man. The chat was rocking. I didn't even realize till we were in because I was too busy trying to draft and not miss my spot. But you guys were killing it tonight. We appreciate you guys coming in, dropping the comments, dropping your thoughts on the draft. In the comments of the YouTube show, if you guys have any feedback, guys, you know, picks that we made that you didn't like or did like, or things that you thought we should have done different, we welcome all of it, guys. We want to hear from you guys. You guys are all sharp. You're listening to us in the middle of April here, so you're definitely killing your leagues, and we want to help you keep doing that. So we've got, you know, Dan, I don't know, like the VIP guest list, just it's kind of like flat in the sense that it reached the top and now it's staying up there.
It stays there,
and it just keeps going, right?
And you hit a speed bump here, and now you're gonna take off. Like,
not at all, man. Not at all, brother. Not at all.
Dude, some of the guests you guys have had on lately I'm just like, I'm in awe. Like Adam Harstead, dude, love that dude. Yeah,
he was a fun guy to talk to. I'm gonna look up and see if I can figure out who we've got coming up next week.
Yeah, I know Theo keeps like throwing names at us, and it's hard to kind of keep up. But
we have Matt Waldman next week.
That's right.
Yep, Matt Waldman and Scott Connor. So that's gonna be great too. Scott Connor, Charles B. Chill. He does a ton of dynasty, a ton of high stakes FFPC. So he's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I need you guys to start talking about rookies more, just so I know who you're drafting in our.
Yep. And then following week we have, let's see. We have Kevin Scott and then, I think that's it for the week of the 27th. Oh, and Jordan McNamara is going to be on that week too. I think on Monday.
Yeah.
And guys, like, in all fairness, literally every morning I wake up and I come in the DM, and Theo's got about 3 other names that he's working on to book. So we're gonna keep the VIPs coming all off season. We want you guys ready for the rookie draft, for your own rookie drafts, build your redrafts, big tournament leagues, dynasty startups, you name it. We got you covered. Check us out on the regular, guys. We appreciate you guys participating and watching. Check out our YouTube channel. We'll check you all later.
Go District. Bleep, I ball. Bleep, I ball. Bleep, I ball. Bleep, bleep, ball. And I bleep, I ball. Bleep, I ball. Bleep, I ball. Cause I bleep, bleep, bleep. Hey, bleeding, I ball. Defeated the odds. Didn't see him at all. JD in the pods. I needed it all. I bleeded a lie. You bleeded a lie. Not bleeded a lie. And that's what I go do. Facts, let me show you. Happen to know dudes. Drafting, they don't do bad and they don't lose. Make you wanna bleep, bleep, bleep. It's the Go District boys giving you the business and no gimmicks. The best ball drafts got me feeling like it's Christmas. Then it's Christmas all of a sudden, and these riches came from nothing. And I got this all from loving the district. See, I just drafted, forget it. I laugh at the critics, they mad at the digits. I clap back by listening. See, BALLiN ain't a problem if you kick it with them off. And I refresh the feed till autumn, then I bleep, 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 go.
2 hours and 40 minutes. Like, Wheeler comes on not as often, but when he comes on, he makes a statement. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Yeah, I do it. My first podcast ever was with Pyromaniac, and we went 3:15. I was like,
damn.
That's crazy. Dude. Yeah, ever. Like, too much. But anyway, loved it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Great time. I'll talk to you later.
Later, Kev.
Later.